That thing says, oh, there you are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Sports Factory podcast. Definitely excited to start here. A lot of things have happened. We have the NFL free agency periods happen, a big frenzy, and Maurice don't know nothing about it. So we're going to have to give Maurice a couple information on this. And also, we're going to talk a little basketball towards the end. Lewis may come in, Greg may come in, so we'll see what happens there. But hey, if you're here, make sure to like this stream and make sure to be in that chat because we're going to react to, we're going to talk to everyone who comes to the chat. We always talk. We're always cordial, unless you Smitty, who come from the Cowboy fans, then that's just a whole new story.
Well, that one guy, that was that one guy who was saying a lot of craziness too.
Yeah, he was saying craziness. I don't know about him because we had to ban him. Don't say nothing too crazy in the chat. But Maurice, I need to know.
All right.
What do you know about free agency so far?
Nothing. Oh, everything I know about free agency.
What do you think?
Gino,
okay.
He's not on the Seahawks no more. Sam Darnold is on the Seahawks. I think he signed like a three-year deal, 110 million, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. They put him back out. He's on a dime.
Devontae Adams went to the Rams.
Okay.
I saw that a couple of days ago.
Just to back up Puka.
Some D tackle, I think, from like Atlanta, or I think got let go. Can't remember his name right now. Or maybe it was from Atlanta. It was from the Commanders. He got let go.
They let go the D tackle?
I forgot, like Jonathan Allen, I think his name is, or something like that.
Yeah.
He got some premium tackles, so that's crazy.
Other than that, low key, I don't know anything else. Obviously, definitely nothing about the Jets. I mean, obviously for Devontae Adams leaving, but I knew that.
Yeah,
but
that was a terrible experiment.
It was.
That was a dopamine hit. That's what that was.
That's that Woody Johnson effect.
That was for dopamine.
Maybe one of his sons did it. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I'm a full screen it, and I'm gonna give you the breaking news.
Oh,
oh wait, it's wrong one. I gotta put you. I need to put you on full screen. It's very important. I put you on full screen, boy. I need to put you on full screen because this is very important. Marie, something big happened, and I'm just gonna show my face. I'm gonna tell you what happened. Justin Fields. He is currently a New York Jet.
Oh, that was it? I don't care about
Yeah.
that. That was it?
Yeah.
But they paid him pretty cheap though. Did they pay him starting money or
I thought it was something crazy or not? Oh, okay.
No.
But he not crazy.
Your team not gonna do nothing crazy. Yeah, he not.
No, something crazy like worse. In my mind, I was like, we getting Gino back. I was like, okay, we probably signed Gino.
You think that would be worse? I mean, which one you think better? Gino or Justin?
I mean, Gino a better player, but I mean, Gino. I mean, Justin younger. I don't know. Getting Gino would have been like whatever. What's it gonna do? It's not gonna do anything.
Maurice, so are you not excited? You don't think Justin Fields gonna be your franchise quarterback?
I don't care less. Who cares? It's Justin Fields.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, I don't.
I didn't like.
There's no aura
either. So
there's no aura.
I remember. Hold on, I'm more. I can find it. I remember actually having a picture of him during the draft, like him edited in a Jets jersey. And I guess, and I do. I remember at that time, I wanted him. Yeah. So I will be full disclosure. At that time, I definitely wanted him, without a doubt. Definitely wanted him. I was sort of. Who did we get in that draft? I don't remember. What year was that?
2021.
2021.
Oh, is that Zach Wilson, right?
It's Zach Wilson.
Ew.
So I mean, you got the upgrade, right?
We'll see. But I thought it was Gino. I actually thought it was the three things. It was Gino came to my team. Aaron came back. I was like, that's crazy. Or because you said the way you said it was like the way you put it in. See, I only saw the notification on Discord, so I didn't see what it was. Mm-hmm. You said something about like the whole podcast. I said, wow, this is big news or something. The way you said it, I thought it was something crazier. Like we traded for Dak Prescott. That was the third thing. I was like, oh god, that was the third thing.
That would be crazy.
That would be groundbreaking. I think this free agency period is not gonna be like last year, where it's like Saquon Barkley and all that. I think there's some solid pickups. I think your team getting Justin Fields. I don't know if that's I don't know. I feel like I think this is my thing. I see like the Raiders getting Geno Smith. I see y'all getting Justin Fields, and I'm like in the AFC that's not
ain't gonna do nothing.
Correct. I don't do nothing. Like, Josh Allen just got what, 300 million?
Exactly.
Patrick Mahomes exists, Lamar Jackson exists. Like, what are you gonna do with that? Like, that doesn't do anything. I don't understand those moves. I'd rather just draft a quarterback, in my opinion.
Oh, we're not drafting a quarterback from this? Did we trade something?
No, I mean, do you think you're gonna draft the quarterback? I don't think you have the position to draft the quarterback.
But I mean, they didn't pay him much, did they? Like
I don't know what they pay
he's on
him.
a pretty cheap contract.
But
What
what's
was the
your pick?
deal?
What pick do you have, Maurice?
Jesse, you think I was watching it just that hard?
Gotta be a pretty high pick. I mean, what they won 2 games?
It was top 10. That's all.
That'd be crazy.
11. We always in that area. It's like
Yeah,
7,
the
and then we get
purgatory.
some. Maybe get like a defensive player that that's pretty good, but don't take me nowhere.
Yeah, but they
Like a
ain't
good
really no
safety.
superstar QBs in this draft.
That is true.
Yeah, I mean, Cam Ward and
Cam Ward was
Shador got that dog in
only
him.
like that's the only player, only QB, and player that I really care for.
And I got to see more out of him first before I would just like want him to come change my franchise.
I feel that. I mean, I don't know. I think Maurice. So, what would you rate this? I'm just curious. Would you rate this from
On a scale of 1 to 10,
on 1 to 10? What would you rate this by?
no 7s, obviously.
Yeah, 7s. That's that Kevin Samuels rule, but you can't do 7s. You gotta be
No
6 and 8.
7s though.
Rest in peace.
What the heck was that?
Oh, boy, we about to
scared me. Sorry, it's 6.
We gotta get some clip farm or something.
Let's
See if I get some clip
That's my
farm. or something.
father. How much you want to bet does my dad want to say something? Oh well.
Say hello to the podcast.
He ain't killing me yet. 6.
you-
Oh no, I didn't say
you said-
6. 5. 4. I'm feeling 4.
4. Okay, John, how you feeling?
Strong 4.
I think it was a bad pickup, honestly. I don't really see how he fits in the Jets system with Garrett Wilson, Brees Hall. I mean, to me, like he's like a very niche type QB. Like if you put a system around him, I think he'll be fine. But the way the Jets are like, I guess the way they're built, I would rather have a throwing QB. I would prefer Geno.
He better than Zach Wilson?
If I were the Jets, I think he's better than him.
Well, I thought Aaron Rodgers was better than Zach Wilson, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, if the Jets can get back to playing defense, now he can run the ball. So I think Brees Hall, like his rushing yards should definitely go up.
So freaking
But
trash,
you gonna pick him up again next
if
week?
if you like, I don't know, if they build a system around him, I just don't think they'll have. I don't think Garrett Wilson will be happy to play with him. I mean, unless they get him some like RPOs and they get him some easy throws in and they get back to playing defense, because last year the defense wasn't it. But if they get back to defense and then they can like control the game with like running the ball and stuff, because that's pretty much what the Steelers did, and he went 4-2. Now, granted, he played some not so good teams. He played some bummy teams, but he still went 4-2. So I think if you get to that, I think for the Jets, making the playoffs would be a big improvement.
I see it now.
Yeah.
I see it now. We start off.
What do you say?
We start off 2-5.
Okay.
Sauce Garner, you are a Cowboy. Traded to the Cowboys. Then
Do they have the capital? Do they have?
And I see Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson, you are a 49er. Traded to the 49ers.
Oh Lord,
what a matchup, huh?
I see.
I ain't gonna lie though. I mean, if we can get Sauce out of that,
Yeah.
that's a. I mean, we just got rid of our nickel. So.
Eventually, they'll get tired of losing. They young players. I guarantee.
Yeah, Garrett Wilson is definitely out after this year.
He definitely. They don't get tired of losing eventually.
But Maurice,
trade him.
It really don't matter who y'all get at QB. Like it's gonna be hard to like overcome being a Jet. Like and then like Jesse said, you got Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Joe. I know Joe gonna get back to normal. Who else y'all? I mean, I don't know how y'all feel. Oh, CJ, Justin, Herbert. Like y'all got some dogs over there. So.
Fields.
You got Justin Fields. He was a top pick, boy.
It was.
He was Ohio State star.
It was.
But, I tell you,
well, Garrett Wilson did. They played together, right?
Maurice, I tell you something. You're very wise. He's very wise because Maurice, you've seen so much pain as a Jet fan, and what you did by leaving, like, cause you a fan, but you try, cause like that move is one of those moves that there's nothing, like there's no dopamine, there's no hit, there's nothing. It's just like, what am I doing? And maybe it pays off for you. Yeah, I don't know, but it is really it's such a mid thing to do that I honestly feel like, what is even the point? Like, bro, you in the AFC, bro. You got dogs in the AFC. You understand? Dogs. And Justin Fields is not out playing Lamar Jackson in a January game, in a December game. He not out playing him. He not out playing Mahomes. He not out playing that. I don't know what you're gonna do. This might be another 10 years. The last time y'all made the playoffs was 2010.
It's true.
You have been a fan for nearly 10 years, like watching the team for 10 years. You've never seen it. The playoffs.
I think they can make it.
The playoffs?
Yeah, be a very low seed, but
You see the playoffs?
well, I don't think they're gonna go far. Obviously,
You feel that you can make the playoffs, like you feel that,
yeah,
deep down inside.
I mean, I don't know what happened last year defensively.
Aaron Rodgers not on the team anymore, so you don't got hate on them no more.
You know what's crazy? I'll tell you one thing. Hey, Greg, how you doing? As soon as you
What's
came
up,
in, we got
Greg?
more viewers. We got more viewers as soon as you came in. So that tell me all you need to know about Greg.
Hey, that man a superstar.
That boy Greg got motion, boy. As soon as he came, he like, Kai, boy, you got viewers immediately.
Come with me real quick.
Yo, chill. Yo, chill.
Boy got motion, boy. That's the 4-man lineup right there, boy. Oh my goodness. We talking about NFL. We talking about the free agency period. Justin Fields, he a Jet now. Maurice, he a diehard Jet fan. What did the Jets do this time? Is his caption? And
diehard Jet fan.
Yeah, but maybe it's like an asterisk on there.
Yeah.
But no, there was a time Maurice was really locked into the Jets, bro. But they never get a payoff. You see what I'm saying? Like you put all your time, effort, investment in it, but he never got a payoff for that. Like not once, not even a little hit. Maurice, what's the best game you saw watching as a Jet fan? Like
I remember Aaron Rodgers run outside with a flag. I remember that. Okay, though.
You ain't like that punt return?
I remember him run outside with a flag. That was pretty dope.
And Greg, didn't that dude go to like SFA or something?
Ooh.
Oh, I forgot his name. Yeah, I think he went. Yeah, he went to SFA.
That wasn't dope to you?
I remember
literally won the game, and he went to like. I remember when
Sam Darnold
like one of our type of
six.
That's definitely the best game, yeah.
I remember Sam Darnold threw a pick six on his first pass, and we won the game. That was pretty dope.
Against who?
Against Detroit.
No, you won the game. Yeah, you won. You almost scored.
Well, yeah, we won the game. That was pretty dope.
What about the Omaha?
You should let that go. That was a good free game. Yeah, that was a good free game.
You talking about
that was
Robbie Anderson against the Cowboys?
I don't think it was Robbie. Was it Robbie Anderson?
Yeah, it was Robbie. Yeah, it was Robbie. Yeah.
I just remember Jamal Adams we didn't get that 2-point conversion because of him, so he had a great game too.
Jamal, he washed too, boy. That boy, that's a person who washed.
But came right back from the mono.
Oh yeah, the model game.
But that's a good throwback. But 2019 such a throwback. Hey, wait, Greg, let me ask you this. I gotta ask you. I don't think you've caught up with any of the NFL free agency. Have you, or do you know anything? Because there's no like huge moves. There's no like groundbreaking moves that happen. I could tell you a move that we did, but do you know anything about NFL free agency right now?
Oh yeah, for the most part, I pretty much know everybody that got sent. Like Sam Darnold got sent somewhere, Justin Fields got sent somewhere. DK Metcalf, which is crazy because we had just dropped the podcast yesterday, and I was like, nobody was really talking about it. I was like, I would love to see him with the Steelers, but I don't know what kind of quarterback situation it'll be. But
Aaron Rodgers.
And I think Laremy Tunsil left or he got traded.
Yeah, he did.
Commanders doing something crazy. Commanders need to chill.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, boys loading up. They doing what the Bears need to be doing.
Low key. I have no complaints on what the Commanders are doing. Like,
yeah, no, they doing good stuff. That man Lewis I remember last year Lewis was hating too. Lewis was hating on every move they made was an L to him. Them boys made the NFC Championship too. I recalled everything they did was an L. But I know, like, similar to us, expectations will now start to happen, right? Because now their next move is, okay, we got to make it to obviously you already made the NFC Championship. Okay, now you got your guy. He's people saying he's a top 7-ish quarterback, best rookie quarterback ever type beat. Now you got to make the big game. And the Eagles obviously are, demons, so it's going to be hard, but that's the expectation because you made the NFC Championship. But they may be like a 2021 Atlanta Hawks, and maybe they make it once and they don't make it back. I don't know.
Yeah, more than likely. They not beating us either, so.
Greg, you a Cowboy fan. Do you agree? Do you think that if the Commanders play y'all, that y'all win, or do they win?
I mean, we could just use facts and history. We literally beat them.
I'm be really honest with you. Like,
without that,
I don't think people understand how the NFC East is ran. I'm not gonna lie to you. It don't really matter if we're or if we're not good or anything like that. We're gonna find a way to at least try to win that division. I'm not gonna hold you. I don't think we've ever just lost twice to anybody in the division. At least at bare minimum, it's always a split. I feel the same way with the Commanders. It don't matter if it's the Eagles. It don't matter if it's the Giants. It do not matter if the Commanders. We gonna beat them at least once. Every time. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know why. It's just history, bro. I don't know why. And this is me trying my best not to be biased about it.
Or biased.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Like, are we gonna win the division? I really don't know because we just signed Javonte Williams, and I don't really care about that man. But hey,
Well, I'll tell you this is one thing. The fact that football, this little football period, I was so happy to not talk about football for so long. I ain't gonna lie, because like the thought of thinking about the Texans like irritated my head because that season was so long and it was so hard to get through. But we traded Laramie Tunsil away. That's a big news. Maurice, I don't know. Obviously,
What y'all got for him?
No, I didn't know that.
We got Rams release Cup. Yes, there's also something. Rams they release Cup. So I mean, they got Devontae Adams.
Oh, that
so
coming. But see, that's why I was saying we can't just be putting them top 5 for 1 year, man. You got to continuously do it.
I know that's true, but I know
it was probably one of the best years ever.
Top 5 years, but I say, well, he's not top 5 receiver, but he's top 5 year. I'll tell you that because that was.
But we starting to see he kind of was a product of the QB. I forgot his name.
Matt falling off. Where?
He definitely was a product of him because Puka essentially did the same thing the next year. Well, I don't know. Maybe like 2 years later.
He feed his receivers though. If you know more receiver like Calvin, Puka, and Cooper, they all got like all-time receiving seasons from that man. So he definitely feed them. John,
MSG. Okay, sorry.
To answer your question, what do we get from? We got 4 picks.
Ooh.
We got this year like a 3rd and a 5th, and next year a 2nd and a 4th, I believe, somewhere around there. But honestly, I'm fine with trading Laramie Tunsil because like that's like his leadership aspect. Like I need a new identity on the offensive line because that offensive line, like that man has 6 penalties in 1 game. That man's like discipline. His inability to have good discipline and be a good leader for my team. Like I remember when we lost 31-2 to Baltimore and he was posting his new Christmas shoes after the game. Like that's such a ridiculous thing to me. Like I don't know. Like I need better leadership. I don't know. I think Nick Casario, he's the type of guy to like make another move. If this was the only move, then I'd probably be a little worried. But if he makes another move, hopefully he does. We'll see what happens. But I'm gonna tell you, Texans, they trying to make a little move. They making little moves, bro. But I'm not falling for no traps. That shit was so stressful, bro. Look, the thing here, I'll tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something. So the Jets and Cowboys, right? Y'all seasons essentially, y'all weren't as stressed this year, right? Reese, you don't watch football, and for the Cowboys, you know when Dak got hurt, y'all just stopped. It was like whatever, bro. My team, I had a week 14 bye week. That means I had to watch these Negroes play every single week till December. Do you know how ridiculous that is to watch your team play every week and even have short weeks too? Till December, that was terrible. And then when we do play, we get a bye week, then we get 3 games in 11 days. So you understand? Like I get a little 1 week off, and I got 3 games in 11 days. That's freaking ridiculous. I hated watching every bit of that. And there was not a single game, not one game, that I had fun. There was no game, even if you're terrible. Even if you're a terrible team, you'll have 1 game where you're like, that was good. That was a good win. I'm happy. I didn't have a single game like that. That was terrible. The only game that felt good was that Chargers game. The only game that felt good was that Chargers game in the second half because that first half the offense looked so terrible. I couldn't. Reese, you remember that offense looked so ridiculous, right?
I do remember
so
that.
CJ fumbled and then got the ball and made that play.
And made a throw,
things started clicking. That's freaking stupid. That season.
The Jets game wasn't fun?
No, we lost.
Halloween game?
That was terrible.
Oh, so the Chargers game would have been worse? Would have been bad if y'all lost? It's still been fun.
At that point, why is it fun if you lose?
Well, you can still have fun. Like you
have
can
you
still
had fun when you
entertain
lose game? Have you had fun?
I mean, a little bit.
What game do y'all recall having fun losing?
I mean, I can like mock the Jets a lot. I say they suck, and I'll be having fun doing that.
But you have negative, like your perspective's negative. Greg, what you say?
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I'm granted we did win that game, but that Commanders Cowboys game in November, had we lost, still would have been a fun game though. It would have been a pretty fun game because that 4th quarter was crazy. Onside kick, the kick return back, like that would have been a fun game,
bro. A lot, like if you lose, A fun loss is tough. I can't recall many fun losses. Like wow,
A fun loss
like
is
you
only
got
fun
to be a.
when you
I
don't
mean,
have
it depends. Like if you're not playing for something, like
Yeah,
if we playing for draft picks, I just make it competitive, and then we end up losing. I'm cool with that.
yeah.
If it's to like
Like
get in
when
the,
y'all tank it, when people
I
I
wanna
tank
play
it,
think
for
yeah.
that.
y'all play for something the entire season, so that's probably why losses didn't really move you like that.
Yeah, because
That
you've
loss was
experienced
the
enough
shit.
for win.
Every game was important.
And it was hell. I couldn't even the teams I was supposed to blow out. It was freaking close, or we lost. Dumb.
What team
I
y'all
couldn't-
supposed to blow out?
We supposed to blow out
Jets.
Tennessee and the
Oh,
Jets.
Tennessee.
That's
Yeah,
division
that's
though.
it.
yeah.
Bro,
Oh yeah,
that
was
Jets
crazy.
game was so
that
nice. You
pick
remember
six,
that
and
game?
then he ended up still winning after he
No,
threw
hey.
the pick six.
That's because we
Because
played.
worst
That's
game of
because we
season-
played in New York.
It's y'all. The worst game of the season was y'all, the Jets, 100%. That was the worst game of the season. Hated that. I watched all of it too. That was Halloween. That was really, and I knew it too. I knew
Good
before the
game.
season started. I knew it was gonna happen. That game was terrible. That man, a Fairbairn, he missed a 27-yarder. I said, yeah, that's dumb.
Wait, did Aaron Rodgers didn't play that game, did he?
Oh, he did. He did.
Oh yeah,
He
because he
played.
had that touchdown pass. I'm tripping.
He had on Garrett Wilson at that like
Yeah, Garrett
Jordan,
Wilson.
Michael Jordan type catch touchdown.
Yeah.
And
So-
then that's when y'all thought y'all season gonna turn around right then. Y'all thought Devontae Adams he scored
who
two.
thought that? Oh yeah,
No,
we did
y'all
all
were
that
lit.
too.
Y'all
Yeah.
like, yeah, we won. Yeah, y'all
Oh
was
my
thinking
gosh.
everything gonna change.
I
Y'all
remember
lost,
hopping
like,
on the
next six straight-
podcast on my phone
Y'all
for
lost-
that shit.
Y'all lost the next six straight after that. Dumbest
Yep.
thing ever.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
dumbest thing ever.
they just needed one win.
Where Rogers at?
You about to go to Pittsburgh.
Rogers going to Pittsburgh?
He about to go to Pittsburgh.
No, for real,
That's his
for real.
next
Like,
destination. Yes, I'm not lying to you.
Yeah,
about to
like he
go to
actually
Pittsburgh.
signed with Pittsburgh.
Not
Wow.
yet, but that's
It's not
very
confirmed.
likely.
It's not confirmed.
Wait,
That's very
did,
likely.
did Pittsburgh let Russ go?
Yeah, where
We're
Russ
not
at?
gonna- Russ ain't gonna do nothing. They hate Russ. They had just as bad of an experience as we did. They hate Russ. They forget both their
Nah,
seasons
he
were
got
freaking struggles.
DK now. He about to go crazy.
So he's on the team. He's still on the
Hated
team with.
Russ. He probably is.
I mean,
they hated Russell Wilson.
Why would I be excited to go get Aaron Rodgers when he literally probably had a better team than I
They
had
saying
with Russ?
they need something different. They said
So
they
it's
want
gonna
something
be
different.
I think
They
it's
saw
really-
Russell Wilson
They just
play.
need to be realistic, bro. Like y'all got to go against some dogs, bro.
You know your guard is terrible when his bad play almost gets your offensive rookie of the year and defensive rookie of the year injured for the season. What is this? Is this me? It gotta be me. I feel like it's me. I know. If we talking about old boy, I don't even want to say his name because that's like the boogeyman. It's like the candy man. You say his name too many times, things
Yeah.
fall off.
That's why I don't understand. Why would y'all get rid of a Tunsil? It makes no sense. Leadership or not, like I don't care if you're a bad leader if you
I mean,
not
Why do
giving
I
up
want
facts.
I'm being honest with you. Like, why do y'all want y'all guard to be like a leader? Like, what other guard is a leader like that for real? Like
No,
a vocal leader?
all I'm gonna say.
trying to
Oh
figure
no, all I'm
out.
gonna say is this. This is a culture. Is a culture setting. Like when CJ is dead on the ground and no one picks him up. That's just like that's ridiculous. I just feel like they're my bodyguards. And
Get
if
up,
they-
you
if they-
ain't dead yet.
You good? You good,
Bro,
right?
that's the
And
stupid.
worse
That's
than
the
Kevin
stupid.
Gates.
Ain't
Wait,
hurt
that
that
happened.
much.
That happened this season? This past season?
That happened multiple times. That happened multiple times. Or like my tackles stripping CJ, fumbling for him. Like it was so many. Like when you have consistent like stupidity so often, and then there's no one helping your quarterback in any situation, it's just like it's a leadership thing.
Yeah,
Uh,
He used to be
but
real
it's a
good.
culture
I
setter.
remember.
That's what.
I'll give up bad leadership if I'm getting good play out of you.
Hey, I mean,
He's
and his
not.
play. His
Well, he
play
wasn't,
was.
right?
His play was. I mean, he a good left tackle. His penalties are
Premier.
ridiculous though. His penalties,
His penalties
are
are
ridiculous.
bad.
He was some guy
They're
smoking, right?
Ridiculous.
On the
I
draft.
mean, that man had the most penalties since 2000. That man's penalties.
But if
ridiculous.
your blind side is like CJ, you're not gonna find another Laramie Tunsil. So I mean, you about to give up some quality and if you think about the way like the Texans like to play, like they want to throw the ball deep. Well, I mean, I don't know if Tank Dell will be back this season,
He not.
but he's going deep. Nico
but
trying to go deep, and then you got I don't know what Diggs is doing, but
Yeah, he
I
not
mean,
coming back. In.
y'all have a passing attack. Your tight end can't block, so you got to pass the ball with him. You're not really trying to run the ball like that. So
We do got a tight end that we do have a tight end that can block, but he tore his ACL early last season. So we
Who's
had
that?
it was forgot my boy name Jordan. I forgot his name. He had an 80-yard touchdown
Jordan,
against the Browns.
You talking about Jordan something?
But he a good block.
Well,
yeah,
but
he
I
got hurt
mean,
and then old boy came.
Is he
out.
gonna
He
really
was
be
all
on the
there.
field like that though? Y'all
he
gonna
was
keep
on
Schultz
the
on the field.
He was on the field for sure.
If he on the field all the time, it's like you tipping your hand, you trying to run the ball. But I see what you're saying. But I mean, I
Not a
guess.
woman. I mean,
it's
it's
not women.
I mean, I get
Hey,
like
he-
Laramie is premier,
I don't
but
know,
my man,
man.
he
I
showing
seen
his
what he
grill.
did to what's his
boy-
dude name from the Browns?
Miles Garrett. He got
I
money
seen
too.
what he
Shout
did
out
to
Miles
him.
Garrett.
So,
But
hey,
you said he
I'm
had the most
whatever
penalties
baggage he come with, I'm with that.
in
You'll
his
see. You'll
like
You say, Maurice?
he has the most penalties in one season, or like in his career. Like, is
No,
that
in
what
the
you're saying?
season. But he been a false start demon for his since he's been a Texan. But then this
Also,
year,
what was the
see.
penalties were false
Commanders did
starts
him right.
it was mostly false starts. That man
and
was like
holding and stuff like that.
he Holden wasn't that
Texans have a
bad, but
terrible,
it was
terrible
false
run game.
start.
Year after year, Howard and Tulsa.
Funny enough though, when he was injured, they were injured last year, not last year, but the year before. And then like we were doing, it was fine. Like I thought CJ was gonna die then, and he was fine. And then he did what he did. And then this year they come back, so I'm thinking, oh, they're gonna be lit, and he's terrible. So I don't know.
Mhm.
We'll see what that looks like. Shout out to the Commanders. Hopefully they get the best out of him. Maybe they have maybe they scheme will change him, and maybe he'll, since he got traded, maybe wakes up and stops false starting. That's just them stupid pre-snap penalties that make me so mad because
Yeah.
I need
Took the
everything I
cadence.
can get. So let's see what Jaden Daniels do with Laramie Tunsil. Let's see if Laramie Tunsil changes Jaden Daniels' life and see if he can make a run at the Eagles, because the Eagles, they got a great D line, so he definitely gonna need a Laramie Tunsil.
Well, the Cowboys too. You keep. I don't know why you keep skipping over us. Like we didn't beat them without Dak last year. And
Rush.
and if you watch the game, we was beating on him when he was in the game. They took him out and put old boy in, but we was still beating on him. So
And Tracy make it seem like Sarah's betting on a Jaden Daniels. Imagine this man Laramie Tunsil sabotage that boy. That'd be stupid. That boy false start that boy to oblivion. I love that. That'd be hilarious.
nah, I think they'll switch up the cadence. I don't think he'll be as bad as he. I mean, I feel like as a whole, the Texans were like, they just seemed uninterested. Like it just wasn't their year, bro. Like you can tell, like the whole aura around them just wasn't right.
How much left was
hey,
on this deal for Tunsil?
I think like 2 years or something.
So I mean, then CJ will probably have to be paid in those 2 years too, huh?
Yeah.
I
But,
think
yeah,
the Commanders might have like not as a whole, but I'll say Jaden Daniels probably have like a CJ like sophomore year. Not gonna hold you.
that's not
I
gonna
just
be
be
fun
looking
for them.
back. I just be looking back at these games from the Commanders, and like I said, I'm trying my best not to be biased, because if I say it as a Cowboys fan, it's gonna come off as hate. They didn't really play anybody in the regular season. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, if you pull up if you pull up the teams that they played, you're gonna look at that and be like, okay, if you're talking about the old Commanders, then the old Commanders suck. So this is a decent thing. But if you have the expectations of what the Commanders were, it's like, okay, like you got the Giants. Low-key, I low-key want to pull it up to just refresh everybody's memory of the wins they got.
Who they got? Who they beat? X's O's. Who they beat?
Had a Hail Mary, right?
Oh,
I'm pulling it up right
they
now.
got Chicago. Yeah, they got Chicago.
Oh, so you
out of
said
here.
they like what was the Vikings, right? Did you talking about the Vikings a couple
Oh,
years ago?
I need. Oh, I could check that. They DVOA, because the
Yeah.
Vikings, they were like mid, but they had a lot of wins and they got exposed.
Yeah.
But the
So
Commanders, they
they
played good
lost-
ball in the postseason. So, but go ahead.
the Commanders beat the Giants, the Bengals when the Bengals were doing weird stuff, the Cardinals, the Browns, lost to the Ravens, beat the Panthers, beat the Bears, beat the Giants, lost to the Steelers, lost to the Eagles, lost to the Cowboys, beat the Titans, beat the Saints when they were bad, beat the Eagles, which was a good one, beat the Cowboys.
Jalen Hurts went down in that
Yeah,
game.
I think it was hurt. I think it was hurt.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts went down. They beat the Cowboys and they beat the Falcons. What was it? What was the impressive team that they beat?
The Lions.
You know what I mean?
The Lions.
The Lions.
That's what got them all this aura is the Lions.
Yeah, and the
Not
Bucks. The Bucks was a good win too. I'll give them that.
The Bucks was good.
Bucks was
and the
solid.
Lions
Bucks
really
was solid.
Yeah, I mean, I would, Greg, I was with you, but they did finish strong because they ended up beating the Falcons. Then the Falcons was a solid team. They ended up beating the Falcons, the Bucks, and the Lions. And I mean, then they got destroyed.
Was that the one? Was that the was Michael Penix starting by that time?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was his first start.
But I mean, it's better than Kirk Cousins.
No,
What
no,
Kirk
no,
Cousins was
it
doing was
wasn't.
pretty
No, it
stupid.
Because that was
Not like I said,
like
they had
the
a
second
great postseason run for sure. Like, let's not get it twisted.
Yeah.
They had a great.
So I give
postseason run.
them their credit, bro. I gotta give them their credit. Like I don't know if that's
I
gonna
just don't-
hold,
Yeah,
I
but
but
just
I mean, let's just bring them back down to reality though, because like we
I'm
don't
not
bring
gonna
them back
add
down
to
for
that.
sure.
Like, they're not going to the
Absolutely.
Super Bowl
We'll see.
next. I don't think they're making the Super Bowl next year.
People think so.
Not making the
don't
NFC
see it.
Championship either, unless we
Who-
get hurt again.
But
I guarantee
I'm
that.
gonna do this. Grade the deals. We'll grade the deals real quick. I'm gonna run through them. You grade them. A plus. It's just not even A plus. Don't do no plus. A, B, C, D, F. DK Metcalf to the Steelers. What grade does that get?
I said A. An A.
What was like? Is it a trade? Like what
I mean,
was
what did
the?
We're not
That's
talking
like-
about money, right? We just talking
No,
about like
I'm talking
going
about
to get
just-
him.
Like how does it?
Getting-
I
came
give
up-
that-
yeah. Well,
No.
that's cool.
I get that like a B.
I think it's a B
That's
plus.
a B. That's a B.
Yeah,
For sure.
I give it a B.
It's a B. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's say Laramie Tunsil to not in my perspective, the Commanders' perspective here.
I'll give him an A.
Laramie
Hey,
Tunsil to the
absolutely.
Commanders.
Yeah,
A.
an A.
Ain't even close.
Hey,
Look at them boys going. They doing it good.
it's-
If he played like he played against Myles Garrett, that's definitely an A. Because
Oh
I
my
mean,
God, yeah.
Myles Garrett is the best you got. So I mean, what he got? Michael Parsons after that. The Eagles, they don't. I'm trying to see who on their D line. That's like they don't really have nobody. Aiden Hutchinson, like if you can handle Myles Garrett, you can handle anybody in the NFC. So yeah, I give that an A.
Okay. What about Justin Fields to the New York Jets? Tell me.
It's feeling like a C.
I'm gonna give it a B.
I'm gonna give it a C.
C
Reese, what
minus.
you giving it?
And you know
C
how much
minus.
I love Justin, but
No.
the
C.
fit just don't. It don't. To me, it don't connect. You know, I would rather him on the Steelers.
Let's say Sam Darnold to
Sammy boy.
Seattle Seahawks.
To Seattle.
Seattle
B.
Seahawks. Yeah.
That's an incomplete
give it a-
because I gotta see what he gonna
You
do.
don't know who. Yeah, I don't know who. I
That
don't.
gonna
I
be-
really
that
don't
might
know
be
who
mid to
Sam
me.
Darnold is. I don't know
Supposedly he gonna be in the same system that he was in with the Vikings. I mean I don't know. Now that they let DK go and they let Lockett go, I mean they got old boy JSN.
Dennis
But that's
Jackson,
about it.
yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't even think about that.
Hey, that'll
either.
show me who he made of for real though. Because if he stay
But I
balling
wouldn't
with
want
that,
to test. I wouldn't want to take that chance. Like,
Exactly.
but yeah. So I mean, I guess
I don't want to take that chance.
it's better than the Steelers. So I mean, I guess I had to give it a B. I guess.
And Maurice, you the king with this. This your team. What you getting it?
I'll give it a B minus
Wait, what?
Okay.
You give what?
So-
You talking about his team? What you?
because Sam Darnold, I guess, played for my team. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. Like yeah. I mean, okay, yeah. Because he used to be on your team. But another guy who used to be on your team, Geno Smith, going to the Raiders. How you feeling?
That made me throw up.
Because I just don't care. You know?
I don't know. I mean, I think it's cool because I think they're going. What pick are they?
Like top 10.
You know, what pick.
Yeah, they up there.
So I think they're gonna pick a QB. So
Oh, they're gonna
and
double down.
Gino,
Oh, a Kirk Cousin type beat.
yeah, he a good leader. I don't know, you know,
Okay.
he could
That's a
probably
good- that's a
learn
good
something
plan.
from. He's a good
That's a
leader.
plan.
He's grown into a good player too. So I'll give it like,
What's it saying? What's this
They
guy
wrote
saying?
me off, but I ain't right back.
oh yeah,
You
something
put,
like that.
you
Yeah,
put it
yeah.
on Instagram? You
Like-
do-
like-
you-
I do like the resurgence
what
of
I'm
Geno.
on.
I do like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
resurgence.
definitely. He a baller, but
That
it's
man-
like
that man, he was never up. So
It's
resurgence,
not
I mean,
enough.
He was never high, but he high now.
that's it.
Not
The
enough.
Kendrick- it is not enough.
You
For the
said it.
Raiders, bro, like if the thing about it, I don't. Okay, they got the tight end. Who's their number one receiver? They don't have a number one, do they?
No,
No,
Brock
like
Flowers.
you throwing Geno to like the fire, bro. Like you put him on a
that's
good.
better than
team.
that's better than
Well,
if they
He
draft a
actually
quarterback
would have
right
been
now.
great for the. He would have been great for the Steelers or the Jets.
Imagine he come back.
I
That's
wasn't going back in the Jets room, bro.
That's
And
what
he-
I thought that was a news. Like,
and he's gonna be much worse. He
I
would
don't
be much
know.
worse if he did.
When
that.
I
he
thought that
had
was a
beat
news.
Russ head
He
to
would
head,
instantly
that
go
was
back to
great.
2014.
That was a great football.
You break my
Instantly
jaw.
go
I'm
back.
not going back to that facility, bro. I'm not.
Man, I
That's
want
true.
to. I want to.
Oh no, that was the Chargers. No, that was.
I want to
Tyron
Jungle
Taylor.
Jams.
I'm
I need Jungle Jams in here. I'm curious. I know he was saying something in Discord, but I need it because that's.
he off.
But it's just
He
that's
off
just a
today.
bunch of mid. That's a bunch of mid. Oh what?
He off today. He ain't comment.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
said
I'm
that. Yeah, he thought they tanking. So, but I feel like the Seahawks too good of a team to like be in tanking mode right now.
Who
Yeah,
who
well.
in the draft next year? Archie Mann
that's
not here, right?
No. Yeah.
Hell no. Yeah.
Yeah.
they
It's
got
yeah.
I forgot about him.
Oh wait, what'd you say?
Jacoby Myers. Yeah.
I was looking at the,
Oh, yeah.
the Raiders
Yeah,
wide
they got
receivers.
you.
I was like, oh, I forgot
Got
you do
you.
have.
Oh,
That-
okay.
that-
I mean,
that's
yeah.
yeah.
Forgot about
Yeah.
he's solid. He's a solid
Uh,
receiver.
What about Devontae Adams to the Rams?
Wait, he's with the Rams? Oh damn, I didn't know
I think
that.
that's good. That's a good deal. I mean, I
Yeah,
don't know
it's a
I think
good
that's really
deal.
good.
They not doing nothing with that, man. I ain't gonna hold
I
you.
give him a B because I just don't know what he is anymore. He used to be dominant. He used to be scary, but it's like he just I don't know. Nah, I mean, I guess with
You think Stafford gonna stay there this year? Because
No,
there's
he
all these
resigned.
rumors.
yeah, he got signed. He got a contract. He got a contract. He got re-signed.
How many
Stafford.
years?
I forgot how many, but he
Gotta
got
be
it.
at least
It's
two.
pending. It's
Yeah, I know
pending
he
ink. Like
did get a
he
deal.
here. He got a deal. He here.
His
He
wife talked him into a deal.
here.
Okay.
He is here.
Okay.
Wait, who Cooper Cup? Hey, we can go
I
get
just don't
Cooper Cup.
sound them. Maybe. Okay, I'll give it. I'm giving everything a B though, but
Yeah,
C.
it's a B minus then. B minus.
I think it's the highest one so far. A minus.
Highest one.
Yeah.
A minus. Okay.
You think it's better than
I think it's better than Gino.
You think it's better than Tunsil though?
Oh, I think I gave Tunsil A minus, so I'll give this one B plus. You're right.
Also, Tunsil number one. Shout out to the
Yeah.
Commanders, boy. Good for y'all.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Sorry about that.
it's a premier left tackle. Like, it don't get any better than that. The Texans are tripping. Talking about a leadership change. Ain't
Yeah.
what y'all want? JJ Watt. Y'all never getting JJ Watt back.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I don't miss him. I ain't gonna lie. But I feel it. But
Oh, you gonna miss him?
Y'all.
No.
Here's the thing I don't like about Texas, bro. Y'all love blaming people. Y'all did the same thing to Bobby.
Oh, man. Nah,
I
I ain't gonna lie.
Everybody, bro. Y'all don't know how to appreciate
CJ
people.
hold the ball a little too long for y'all.
No, he do. I know he got his flaws.
Y'all
But hey,
gonna
when he on the ground and no one pick him up, I'm like, no, that's kind of stupid.
Yeah,
That's
there's gonna be
happened
four
too
other
many
people that was with Lurby that still gonna be there.
No, we let someone else go, bro. We reshuffling this whole
What
thing not going.
What about that guy? He like you remember during our game, the Jets game, he was
Yeah.
like a backup player and he came back or something like that, and he was like worse or something. What was his name again?
That game was blur stupidity. There's a lot of bad players. I
You
remember
talking about the left
Kenyon
guard?
Green.
I know you talking about.
I know
It was somebody you was talking so much shit.
Is it Kenyon Green?
It might have been. It might have
I got
been.
Kenyon Green
I
terrible, and
just-
he's not gonna start ever again in his life unless they really want to kill him. Kenyon Green, Shaq Mason, all them boys got we getting them gone, bro. That was too much stupidity I saw every day. We'll see what happens though. We'll see what happens, bro. I like I said, this free agency period is not gonna hit as much as last year's because last year's was like more groundbreaking stuff. But
Hey, you
never know.
didn't
might
say
see
Jordan
Jordan
Lewis.
Oh yeah, Jordan Lewis.
Do you know who that is?
The corner
Yeah, from the Cowboys.
played for Michigan.
I ain't gonna lie. I thought he was gonna be here for like a long time, bro. I don't know.
So what happened to him? Where'd he go?
He went to the Jags.
The Jags.
Greg, what you about to say?
I thought Jordan Lewis was gonna be there, like be a Cowboy for like a long time. Like, I'm not
He
gonna
should
lie.
have.
I just felt, you know, there's certain, even if they're not the best player, like there's just certain Udonis Haslam type people that you just see, like, yeah, you gonna be here. You gonna be here for a long time.
For sure.
But you know, shout out to him. He
Jags-
got his money, got his bag.
Shout out to him. The Jags just be doing random stuff, bro. Like, why you giving Christian Kirk all that money? Like, bro, chill, bro. Y'all, how y'all just gonna take our player and give him the most out of all the nickel cornerbacks? Like,
oh, he's a nickel. Okay.
Yeah, he's a nickel. So you know
that makes sense.
He's not. I mean, to me, he's very solid. I mean, if you don't know who he is, I'm not surprised because he's just not a big name player like that. But according to St. Brown, he talks the most. So
that boy St. Brown, boy, that's funny.
St. Brown, hey, where you was at in the playoffs? Losing,
bro. Football is such an interesting memory for me.
So
Jags take Greg Merritt and pay him 20 times
Not
more.
bad.
At this point, I'm actually ready to go to basketball because football, boy, that be hurting my head, boy. Talking about my team hurt my head. And the Rockets, even though the Rockets ain't like they kind of fell off, they still like I don't know. It's like the Texans be hurting my head more. It's just the Rockets they show more like
basketball is a long season though, so you know it's gonna be it's way more up and downs throughout the season.
Well, I feel like when it comes to basketball, you don't have to watch every game.
I don't.
You really don't have to.
And look, Maurice, you're more relevant in that sport. Even though obviously we still all got our problems. No, we still all got our problems. We still all got our problems.
Oh yeah, let me check.
You more relevant. You more relevant. Like what you a 3 seed or something?
Standings.
I think we still a 3 seed.
Y'all the 3 seed?
We lost like 3 straight though.
They just can't beat the good team. They just can't.
We can't be no good team. If it's a good team, easy dub.
Hey, what's the score right there? Greg, you watching Rockets? What's the score right there?
It's tied 30. 30
What's
apiece.
wait? What's the East
Who-
call? I'm tripping. I'm drawing blank.
East, it's the East.
Eastern
Yeah,
Conference?
Eastern Conference. There
What's
we go.
who
I
you
couldn't
playing?
think of that.
We playing Apollo and them. Magic.
Oh, it's gonna be a little hard. I meant Thompson out for a little bit. We gonna be switching to
Shout
some
out to the
basketball.
Knicks,
It's
bro.
basketball time?
Oh, yeah.
basketball
Oh,
time.
you ain't tell me the Pacers was the 5th seed now.
That boy
You
hyping too much.
didn't
That
tell
boy
me
do
that.
too much. That boy do too much hype.
Okay.
They're gonna be
With the
they're gonna be
Bucks?
eliminated.
Bucks with 4 seed?
They're gonna do that rematch. I would like that
I'm not gonna lie,
rematch.
The 76ers is
Tyrese
crazy.
Halliburton has been playing decent. I'm not gonna lie, he's had a
He
nice
been
little good
hooping?
run. He been
Yeah.
hooping.
That boy
low-key.
smiling. That boy smiling. He can't. Jimmy Glaze gotta go away. So he gotta get his Tyrese Glaze. I love that. That boy Halliburton. I love
Tyrese
that.
resurgence
Hey,
is back.
Giannis, get that boy out of here, boy. Get that boy out of here, boy. Ain't nobody time
They
to
start
talk.
off pretty slow, but
He ruined my conference finals last year, boy. That made me so sad.
it's all right, dog.
It's all right.
He's the better team.
I don't know, but
What you mean? It's
It
best
was
out of
entertaining
7. I
basketball.
mean, it's
The
basketball.
boys-
It's not like football. You get one,
no,
you one
but
and done. It's best out of 7.
I get it, but them boys were dropping like flies. But I get it. I feel you. I'll let you have the Pacers because nobody won it at the end of the day. No one won at the end of the day, anyways. Because the Celtics won everything.
I mean, but the heart of the Knicks never went down, so that's all that matters.
Josh Hart. I see what you did there.
Mm.
I see what you did there.
Oh, that was his bar.
Mhm.
He put something. He gonna be in the next song or something.
Unless you're talking about Harden's 9, but he's not on the team no more.
Oh well, no, I don't know if that'd be a little too deep. That'd be too deep. That'd be a little too deep. Gentlemen, I do have to bring up, and this obviously happened on Thursday or Friday. I believe it
I thought
happened
you was about to
Thursday.
say you had to drop. I was like, that's crazy.
Oh, this one. Yeah.
So I gotta bring this up because it makes sense to bring it up on the podcast. So LeBron James checked Stephen A.
Keep my name out your mouth.
Like on a timeout, he said, I saw the video. It's so great.
Yeah, I saw the video.
He just sat there and he
timeout
said,
was
"Wait a
crazy.
minute." He said, "Wait a minute," and he got up. I just want to know what was in his head, like how his brain formulate that. That's
Bro,
great.
he crashed
He must
out.
have saw him.
He
saw
crashed
him.
out mid time out. Because sometimes
Yeah.
when you think about crashing out, you think about it like, nah, I'm gonna let it go. And he like, nah, bro, this a one time opportunity.
And he got in that man's face and
Yeah.
essentially said, "Leave my son out of this. That's my effing son. That's my effing son." Essentially, that's what he said.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
That I'll tell you, in my perspective, they're both like rights and wrongs with both of these people, like LeBron and Stephen A. But I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm gonna say, what do y'all think? Like, who's in the wrong here, or do
All
you
right,
think they're both in
before
the
I
wrong?
answer that, so it's been speculation, but from what I've been told or what I've been seeing, what was the actual quote? Was it the one when he said, I'm coming to you as a father?
Yeah.
And
That's the
after
quote.
that, he was like, Bronny, stop. Like, what did he want LeBron to do as a father? That's what I was confused.
I think
want him
unless
to go back
someone-
to the G League or whatever.
And Greg, do you? I'm gonna give my answer, but do you have a more completely accurate answer, or do you want me to just go?
I don't know. I don't know. either. What do you say?
Go ahead and go. Go ahead and go.
Okay.
I'll probably most. I'll just add to what you have to say.
Okay.
If
So
you missed any.
I think so. That game, Bronny James, he was they played the 76ers, right? The Lakers played 76ers, and Bronny James was getting first quarter minutes, which is insane. And
okay,
I think he was as a father, because he in his mind, I think is he thinking LeBron is doing this, I don't know, pushing Bronny, I guess even past the limits of what he should be. He's kind of pushing him too much past the limits. He's not supposed to be at that stage. He's supposed to be in the G League, right? And that's the kind of bit that's coming. Because I remember a year or two ago, he was LeBron said he was watching League Pass and said, "Bro, Bronny better than half of these guys." And now you put that on your son, and your son ain't better than half of these players.
And he was talking about actual NBA players.
Yeah, he was watching NBA League Pass.
Okay.
He said that. That's crazy to say. That's crazy. That's some LeVar stuff, but I don't know if you're gonna have that LeVar plot. LeVar's plot. You know what I'm saying? So he said that. So you're kind of setting your son up for failure because your son is averaging 1 point a game. And at the time, he was averaging 0.3 points a game. So, your son is not supposed to be in the NBA right now. G League, develop, do that, stay in the G League. But first quarter minutes, not up 30-point minutes, but first quarter minutes is insane.
He started the game.
What part of the season was this?
He didn't start. He didn't start. He didn't start the
He
game.
didn't start.
But he just
It's
played
January.
first quarter. Okay.
So this is way after this was important. This is important games.
like you would want to win these games. Like the West is so close, you would want to win. So he put him in the first quarter is send him because he didn't make a shot.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. In the West, that's damn near every game. I'm not gonna lie to you. Every game is important.
And was he actively like playing bad? I know the stats don't reflect, but I sometimes like players, they kind of just be a little more passive.
It really just spot minutes. Like unless you finna be on a heater, it's not gonna look. None of Bronny's stats are gonna look super crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you, but he's been decent in the G League. I think the only thing I'll add to it is the fact that, for the most part, LeBron is not somebody that's watching these clips and all that stuff. He may see a clip here and there, but he's not going to watch a whole segment. He's not going to do all those things. He has people that's going to, bring it to his attention.
And instigate.
So when somebody's bringing it up to LeBron, I'm almost for certain they probably threw some extra sauce on it. I think what it kind of gets glossed over is the fact that I think, and I don't think this is necessarily Stephen A's fault. It's probably more on the production team and the editing team. As he was talking about LeBron James, you had B-roll and video of just brawny lowlights. And I think that kind of rubbed LeBron the wrong way. Like, all right, you talking about me, but you still got brawny naming. Like, what I mean? That's where the real energy came from, I think, when it comes to, this whole debacle. So I can see both sides of it. That's all I can say about it.
Okay. Well, none of that. Got all that information. I can make an informed,
yes.
well, not decision, but an informed
take
an opinion. There we go. I'll say. Well, then, now that I know all this, I'll say LeBron was wrong for that, because it's like, bro, you saying all this stuff about how great your son is and all of that, but Stephen A is just doing his job, bro. He has to report on your son. Like, your son can't get special treatment. Well, he got special treatment being in the NBA, and I'm not saying he's not a qualified player, because obviously he has. I mean, you're LeBron's son, so you got to have something in there. Even Jordan's son should have something besides what he was putting. Never mind. Anyway, you got the tools to be there, but I do think, if you're gonna be on the floor, then I have to critique you as if you're one of the other players, and you're not playing well, and you're LeBron. So like, and you're Bronny, so you got the name behind it as well. LeBron, you can't just be like, quit talking about my son when, you the one that put your son in this position. Like, if he was doing well, would you want me to talk about him? You would. So obviously, when you do bad, you don't. In fact, I think Bronny don't. If I'm Bronny, I wouldn't want special treatment, bro. Like, half the NBA is already looking at you like, bro, this dude is only here because he LeBron's son. Like, when I go out there, I'm about to dunk on you. I'm about to take the ball from you. I'm about to, show you really don't belong out here. So to me, I feel like Bronny probably wouldn't even want that type of special treatment. So LeBron actually, you making it worse, bro, by even stepping to Stephen A. For one, he the most popular sport commentator or whatever he called. He the most popular, so it's like you bringing more attention. Now people are like watching Bronny more and stuff. Cause me, I didn't even know about his stats. I didn't even know he was averaging. The only thing I was seeing was good stuff about Bronny. I was seeing like how he was averaging like 20 in the G League and he was dropping people off. That's why I didn't even know he was playing in January, because the last thing I saw, he was, putting up good numbers in the G League. So the fact that you even went and confronted him, you brought the attention back. I didn't, because averaging like what 0.3 or something like that is, it's crazy.
3 points per game.
I'm sorry, bro. You one of the. I guess you'll be the second most polarizing person to talk about on TV. So we got to go there. And Bron, you don't try to intimidate me, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
They come check you.
You big.
He gonna watch this. He gonna watch this. Where he live?
Yeah, I know you live and all, but like, hey, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, his crew, they find you, but they know how to find. They know how to find you, and they will dox you.
You got that billionaire money. You got them hitmen in China, but come on now, bro. Don't do that too. I got Disney behind me, so
they will dox you.
I got Disney behind me too. Mickey Mouse, get down, bro. Don't you know what I'm saying? Don't come try to check me in front of everybody at that.
No, but here's the thing about. the thing about LeBron though, this whole thing was so performative though. Like,
It is.
he could definitely have called that man. Like the fact he did that in that game, I'm like, bro, like Kobe, if Kobe had a problem with Stephen A, he would call Stephen A and cuss him out. Like cuss him out. He would cuss him out and all, but like he would call him. Right. But like LeBron, like if you had an issue, you can definitely just call this man. Like you can get his number. He knows Rich Paul. Rich Paul's your best friend. Like that's such an easy connection. But he's like, no, you know what? Lakers, Knicks. I like this. I see him. He's right there. Cool. Let's get
in the middle of the timeout. That thing.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm all for like publicly checking somebody if it deserved that. But to me, Stephen A, I watched the video. He never crossed the line. He never said anything disrespectful. Had he said something disrespectful, then I would agree that type of reaction was warranted. But everything he said was within the lines of a basketball player. Like I stayed within the lines of like I didn't go outside the lines and mention, your wife or anything. If anybody, he should have been checking Mark Jackson for what he said about Savannah, knocking it out the park. That's pulling up. Now I'm pulling up on that. But if you talking about my son as a basketball player, I'm sorry. That's just what comes with the game.
I mean, this man makes $7 million a year playing in the NBA, and he averaged 1 point a game. That's amazing. That's a privilege.
Which brings me to the point of I don't think LeBron was actually watching any of these sports channels. He don't want. First of all,
no time for that.
First of all, he don't got no time for that, and it's pretty much all gonna be negative for the most part.
Yeah,
just cut it off. So, like I said, it was probably one of his friends. It was probably somebody from his inner circle that probably put a little extra sauce on it. And the only reason why I'm not really going too crazy on LeBron is because I'm just not used to LeBron publicly pulling up on anybody. Like this is not like a pattern. Not like he's like Isaiah Stewart. All these.
It's not a good look. It's not a good
but he
look.
40. He said, "F it, I'm 40, boy. I do what I want. All time scorer."
I mean, he's not gonna pull up on anybody if it's about him.
Yeah, and as far as Stephen A, I don't really give him too much slack either because he is somebody that's notoriously publicly somebody that comes out and says, "Hey, if y'all got a problem, y'all can pull up, y'all can talk to me. Like, I'm with it all." Like,
but he did it at a time like he could have done it. Like, say it's a timeout. So but here's the thing: Stephen A. Smith can't say nothing back really because you gotta go back to play the game. Like the time is so he did it at a very optimal time where Stephen A. Smith can't say nothing because it's like you just come up to him. The timeout's what, I don't know, 30 seconds, a minute. You come in, it's not this and that. He stop talking about my son.
I was mad the whole game.
And then in the fourth, but also if I'm LeBron, I'm like, okay, if this is the fourth quarter, like say I wait till after the game. Stephen A is probably going to dip pretty early.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
that's a good point. That's a good point.
After he's done talking to the media and all that stuff, because they're going to pull LeBron every time. He's going to be gone.
Yeah.
That's like, if you say, hey, I want to talk to Stephen
I need to talk to you real quick.
Bro, it's LeBron. LeBron, Stephen A gonna stop. If LeBron says, I want to talk to you, there is 100%. That is freaking ESPN news. I'm going to stop. So they definitely could have made something happen after the game. He did it in a time period where Stephen A can't say nothing back for real because you have a couple seconds remaining. So he can check you. And if Stephen A checks him back and gets in his face, then what's gonna happen? Like, bro, he gotta go back. Like, you can't do it in a good period of time. Yeah. You couldn't get a good conversation. You can't get it off. Like your part.
Yeah, because he's not
to add to that.
Because y'all think LeBron want a conversation. He don't want no conversation.
But you gonna let me defend myself.
Do you think that was pull up worthy?
He definitely want a conversation.
Do you think what he said was pull up worthy though? That's my biggest problem. Like, I don't have a problem pulling up on somebody.
You can call. That's a call. That's a
no, not even a call. I don't have a problem pulling up, but it's like what he said. Do you think was he out of bounds? That's the whole point. Was he out of bounds? That's when you pull up on somebody.
I don't think he's out of bounds. But at the same time, I just think it's a buildup of everything. I'm gonna be honest with you, because I think wasn't that the day before LeBron was out here kind of talking about NBA media in general about like, yo, we can criticize these players without going crazy at the jugular, and Stephen A like responded back to it. That was a buildup. Like I think he used Bronny as he used Bronny as like okay, this is the tip of the iceberg. This is the cattle that broke the straw.
But like he didn't say nothing about Bronny in that period after that though, for real. Like that was.
I don't know, but it's like when LeBron
I saw you, let me go get you. Okay.
That's fine, but I think I'm gonna be honest with you. I think what really went down was that LeBron said what he said about like the media is kind of negative because he was responding to the Anthony Edwards thing, and he was trying to
Yeah,
push
yeah.
like, "Hey, yo, this is about Anthony Edwards, and I don't blame him." And Stephen A. the next day just went straight at LeBron. I'm like, "Yo, this is about Anthony Edwards," and the first thing he brought up was what this is the same LeBron that ruined the dunk contest. And it's like, whoa, buddy. Can we stay on topic? We missing the plot right now.
I'll tell you this though. Not only Draymond Green don't talk to Stephen A no more either because of this. Draymond love him some LeBron boy. He said, "I ain't talking to you, boy. You mess with Bronny, you mess with me." So yeah, Draymond Green ain't talking to that boy no more either. He said multiple NBA players ain't talking.
Podcast too. He need to stop.
Draymond Green's so interesting. He be
had that wild
fangirling way
quote
too
on.
much.
He loves some LeBron, but he did that one thing in the finals, and after that he gained so much respect. He hit that man the balls in the finals, and after that he gained so much respect for that man.
I like that. Somebody who can fight.
I hate new media, bro. I hate new media. It's so annoying. Annoying.
This whole thing with Bronny is like, I sort of understand. I was watching somebody, I think I posted in Discord. I could sort of understand because a lot of times it's always about Bronny. Nobody's talking about, nobody's talking about who are the first overall pick. What if the guy from Atlanta, how he's not really performing well, or the guy from the Wizards is not performing well. It's a lot of that. It's really about Bronny. Like
it's clicks though.
Because they trying to make money. They're trying to make money. But we just talking basketball. It's not like LeBron getting upset. Like it's not like he called his son I can't say that. We can't cuss on there. But it's not like he called his son something. And he's just talking basketball, and it was like a objectively like something you can actually talk about. Like why was he playing in this time period or whatever? So it's nothing really to be upset about. I mean, he's just a parent. That's really what it comes down to. He's just a parent. He's like, he's talking about my son. But I think that's why I think when it comes to parenting in the NBA, you got to keep that. You got to keep it separate, bro. Like when you playing with him, unless somebody fighting your son, then yeah. But when you playing with him, he your teammate.
And that's a good point. I'll tell you this: LeBron back in the day, just like 08, facing the Celtics, and the Celtics, he gets a hard foul, and the Celtics they fall down in the crowd. And LeBron's mom is there. And LeBron's mom is trying to not fight, but get into the face of some Celtics players. And LeBron tells his mom, "Sit your ass down," because he doesn't want you fighting his battles for him. So he tells his mama that to her face. Now Bronny, this is me. Bronny is a grown man. He is not like. For some reason, when talking about Bronny, almost perception that he's like 16 or something. But he is a grown person. He's born in 04. Boy, 20, about to be 21. So don't fight my battles for me, right? Like, because I didn't ask for that. Like, let me fight. Because now, like what John said, this just make me, like, this feels like this is easier to pick on me. Like, oh, my daddy's looking out for me. Stephen A. didn't really say nothing for real, but my daddy looking out for me. So now even if players not going to say nothing, like, obviously some players going to think of him as a little brother, you know what I'm saying? Like Draymond, I guess. So he's not talking to Stephen A. no more. But there'll be other players that just want to drop him off. Like, yo, daddy fighting your battles for you? Like, you ain't even supposed to be in the NBA. And yo, daddy fighting your battles?
Anthony Edwards was in that movie.
Oh, yeah.
And commercials. Like,
exactly right. Good acting, but that was good acting. So I'm saying, like, if you Bronny, bro, like, you actually gotta talk to your dad and say, bro, let me focus. Let me just focus on getting better. Because I think Bronny has the potential to be a decent NBA player, but
decent, yeah.
But you can't put all this pressure on him, bro. Because you put all this pressure on him, then
I think it's putting more pressure.
Yeah, that's what I see.
Way more pressure on him now.
Now
and it's gonna you getting people to talk about him even more now by doing that. Now they really gonna talk about him.
Yeah, so that's my opinion, bro. Like that man, grown man, let him fight his battles. If he got problems, Stephen A., let him check him. That'll be something.
Where the PR team at? Where they PR at?
No, but they PR elite though.
He is the PR.
Oh, you think his PR told him to do this?
Well, there you go. He signed Javonte Williams from the Broncos. There you go.
I think he called an audible.
Mr. 1.5 fantasy points.
Boy, good times, huh? Good times. Hey, LeBron, he's out for 1 to 2 weeks. Last week we talked if the Lakers. Last week we asked if the Lakers can make the finals. Now it's like the Lakers.
Wait, let me see that seeding.
Yeah, nah, bro, they got Luka, bro. They got Luka, bro.
No, they got Bronny, bro. They got Bronny.
Definitely carry.
They still have a LeBron James on the roster.
Wait, they the 2 seed?
You're right. You speaking facts.
The Rockets dropped the 5th.
That 6-game lose streak really cook you, right?
Yeah, I'm saying, bro.
Lose streak, but we only like 2 games back. But I know we not because as soon as we started winning, as soon as we started winning, everyone started winning too. Like we win 2 games, and now everybody on a 4-game win streak. So no,
Yeah,
no
Nuggets
F
started winning. All of them. Yeah.
Yeah, the
everybody
Nuggets,
lose
the
it.
These
Clippers.
playoffs
Everybody-
look like they about to shape up to be something good.
That's
Let
because
me
they was
tell
on
you
the
something
East Coast
stressful.
on the East Coast run. That's why.
I'm gonna play it. I'm trying to play the Grizzlies. I'll tell you that. But LeBron, he out 2 weeks, and that means the Luka gonna really have to get that. He really gonna have to shine in these 2 weeks.
That's
ain't no
doable.
problem.
But they schedule. But I know you say, Greg, you say it'll be easy, but they schedule is amongst the hardest in the NBA. They'll face the Nuggets and Bucks twice in those 2 weeks. So
You
it's
talking
not
about?
gonna be Luka. The Lakers, they gonna have to. They schedule is difficult. The
Man,
Lakers.
that man
So
name is Luka. Oh my god.
whether the
He'll
Mavs
probably
trade him
still
for a
win
reason,
the
huh? The Mavs trade him for a reason.
And what the
And
Mavs
here
doing
come the
right now?
Mavs, man. Hey, here come Mr. Mav. Here
For real?
comes Mr. Mav.
He's here
Here
in the flesh.
Here comes
Right
Mr.
on
Mav
time.
right here. Why are we talking about the Mavs as soon as the boy popping?
I know.
I love that boy. And they
You Pierce. There
and
he is.
Lewis, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Lewis, my next sentence literally was gonna be that the Mavs are having one of the worst seasons ever. And that was before you came in. That's the crazy thing. I
Yo,
was
I
like,
had no clue. I had no clue he was here. I was really finna be like, yo, like, and what the Mavs doing? And then Lou popped up. I'm like, oh,
that boy, he spawned in here.
I
Like,
don't know why I popped up.
he's spawning out of nowhere when I talk about the Mavs. Oh my god.
You know, a year ago, bro, the Mavs were like really lit. And Lewis was really hyped with them, and like we were winning too. Greg, if you remember, we were on a little 11-game win streak in March. You know, March. Jalen Green, he got what's that girl who freaking older, like two times his age? What's her name?
Drea.
Yeah, he got her pregnant, got a kid, and then he started balling. I was like, okay, if you want to just keep doing that, just keep doing that. But you hooping with that, I'll take it, right? But obviously,
Talking about the 40-year-old?
Yeah, the 40-year-old.
Oh shit.
Oh, the dad plot.
Whoa.
Well, I don't. You know, this is a random question. I'm just asking a random question. What's with young NBA players going for the MILFs? What's with that? Is that like just like
Bro, when you told me the other day that wasn't
Anthony Edwards?
Anthony Edwards, his like one of his girlfriends is like 30 something. That shit blew my mind. I was like, I did not know that.
I think it's a fantasy of theirs.
Yeah.
I mean, they're already an elite company. I guess I ain't gonna act like it's just hard for them to find, women like trustable. But I mean, they still go for the untrustworthy for some reason.
That's
don't
like
know.
fantasy to get
It's 'cause
scammed and bamboozled.
they want somebody there, wash. They can wash their drawers, stuff like that.
Yeah,
and take their money.
So, it's a transaction. It's not. It's,
Yeah,
but we know that it's a transaction.
That's a humongous transaction. You can hire a maid. That's a humongous.
I mean, yeah, but you can't have sex with the maid. Though.
yeah. It's just like, that's the whole point. That's the big kicker right there.
You can't
Yeah.
have sex with the maid.
But like, is that the illogical brain coming in? Like, because like I don't understand the trade off of you get a kid and you get 18 years of child support versus you get some buns. But
They're not 25 yet. It's the development ain't there.
It didn't hit. It didn't hit yet.
Give it a couple
But,
more
like,
years. The development, the frontal lobe gonna be there.
But you see people fall for this. Like you see people fall off the cliff, and do you just keep walking? Even if you're 22, do you just walk to the cliff?
Yeah, but it's like drugs, bro. Like
They
you know what
better.
drugs can do.
Yeah.
It's that, and
It's
it makes so much.
It's so enjoyous. You know, you enjoying it so much. That's the problem.
All low-key thing is because they make so much money that there's no fail. The fail is not like something that's gonna crush their life type shit.
This man,
Yeah,
Anthony Edwards told her
it
to
ain't
get
like
the
college
thing.
kids when we gotta rationalize a lot of stuff.
Exactly.
But look, obviously
I'm keeping
Anthony
my kid on
Edwards.
meal plan.
Obviously, Anthony Edwards had that thing in his brain because he told her to get the thing and said LOL after, which is crazy to say. And the text messages is crazy to say that and then say LOL after that. And then when she didn't,
wow.
she said, "I'm not trying to do nothing with this kid." So obviously,
crazy, bro.
Whatever boy was locked in for a playoff run, bro. That's freaking crazy. That boy was not. Anthony Edwards is wild. He can't be the face of the league. I know we talk about that, but that's not no face of the league.
He should have done. That movie was great. He should have been. Nah,
That's what I'm saying. Like,
face of the league
but like,
player.
I feel like he's self-aware. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I wasn't tripping on him. I'm like, yo, he seems like he's self-aware. Like he don't want nobody in his personal life. Yeah,
you
know he wild.
Stephen A. Bro, they be talking about every little thing, bro. They'll criticize every little thing.
You know what I'm saying? He got like 3 children.
3 different mothers.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I found that out too.
That's not my
crazy.
face. That's not my face of the league. What are you talking about?
So you need to have you need to get your Steph Curry, LeBron James. That's the the high school sweetheart.
Yeah, that's why you
like,
get the win. That's the
Why
win.
NBA falling off now.
I'm saying
These not good dudes, bro. These some some different type of these
Bro,
some
Anthony Edwards,
YNs.
bro. When I
Bro.
saw that freaking news, I said, "Wow, not your daughter. Your daughter tough." I don't know why it's different
I
between
don't
son
want
and
nothing to
daughter.
do with
Yeah.
it. That's
But
crazy. Like she a
He was
dog
like-
or something.
It was like, yo, like that is like that is not fit. Like it's crazy you're gonna have this woman in this world with no father in his life. I was like, bro, why are you telling her that? That's crazy.
She saw that
Bro,
checkbook.
but-
She said, "Soap."
But like the thing I say too, I can't blame the woman that much because that's just her nature.
Yes, I
That's
can.
how she is. Like no, you can blame her because obviously she's not good. But at the same time, that's like going up to a lion. Like the lion rip you apart. Like you gonna blame the lion? Like that's his nature. Like it's instinctual. Like she gonna finesse you. She trying. She look. Have you seen pictures of her? She trying to finesse. She got the face of a finesser.
She trying to
So
put
like,
She's
so
trying
Anthony Edwards, like Anthony Edwards, bro, like the fact, like to do that and to make that mistake, and obviously, you know, all the people that made the mistake in the past, obviously was unprotected. There was no like you know what I'm saying? Like it's just it's ridiculous. And you can even track the cycle, but she don't care about that. She obviously not track a cycle. She probably can just finesse you, say, "No, I'm good right now," and then I can just f you up completely. I don't know. I just say
money.
I blame him. I blame him. And
I mean, I
obviously,
definitely
be in that
blame
girl
him.
Life, so
Yeah, I
blame
definitely
him.
blame him too. Bro. It's like
blame him too.
you,
Oh, we don't know.
You know what you're doing, bro. Like we started taking sex education in 7th grade, bro. Like
I blame
you don't get it
You
by
can
now.
avoid that.
Ain't like
It's not
he fiending for
It's
it.
not no new information. You know what I mean? Like this not like nobody gets blindsided by this anymore. Like people talking about, yo, somebody need to pull him to the side. I bet they've been pulling him to the side since he was 14. Because they knew he was gonna star in this.
Well, I
league.
mean, he did
Like,
grow up without his parents, though.
He said what? What you said, Louis?
very true. But I feel
He
like
did?
that's I
Like,
feel
Is
like,
that true?
Yeah, his sister raised him.
yeah, because his
Oh,
mother-
that was
his
next
mother-
one.
his mother-
Oh,
his mother and his grandmother passed when he was in middle school.
Mm.
So in high school, but like I said, I understand that is a pivotal thing.
mhm.
But this was not his first time when he got that first pregnancy. That was not his first time talking about, "Hey, yo, watch out for these ladies." Nah, he's had
Y'all
that.
just
He's had that
50.
conversation.
I think it's just
He
the
just
money.
thinks-
His frontal lobe didn't develop. I
You have-
blame
you
her.
up
She the
250
nasty
mil?
one, bro. You 39,
for
bro.
sure.
God,
But when you
dog,
up
like,
250 M's, you think you better.
retire, man. Retire, bro.
Retire.
Retire,
like,
bro.
Let me ask y'all. If y'all making that much money, say you 22, but think in your brain. Don't think in just like, obviously money can change you, but I think money just expands what you are already. So you just expose
Absolutely.
yourself if you say this. You just expose yourself as a freak if you say this. But like, tell me, like, if you had all this money and you 22, are you
So it's
making
fresh out of college.
Yeah,
you
and you
saying?
make millions of dollars. Would you make these same mistakes?
Fresh out of
I'll
college.
be my wife, man. I'd
Oh
be
yeah,
my
hopefully
wife.
I found somebody before then, because it's gonna be hard to find somebody when you get the money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't. I'm sorry, I couldn't. I mean,
You be wild? So
no, I wouldn't be making any mistakes, bro. Like this,
I wouldn't
it's
be talking to
easy,
nobody
bro.
in the
Like,
industry for real. You know what I mean? Like I'm not. You know what I mean? I'm not.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
me. Like it's
better
one
off paying
thing.
for an escort.
Like
Yeah.
me personally. Like I look at Xavier Worthy situation a little bit different than a Zion Williamson situation. You know what I mean? Both bad. It ends up bad and terrible. But with Xavier Worthy, it was Tia Jones. She's a track. She runs track. She's an athlete. X, Y, and Z. But at the blind, when you get blindsided with that, it's like, damn, like that's crazy. Like who would have thought? I would rather go that route and it be like that than to go the Zion Williamson route. Go with a former corn star. That's crazy. A BBL demon.
No, it did not look like that. Looked ridiculous.
Somebody said she likes finna explode.
And out of all of them, you chose that one, bro. Like,
No,
Yeah,
you
but
must have been going crazy when you was a
you know that boy's a gooner. He's a goon.
That boy Gooner, boy, that's a good freaking
I
brain
never-
rot
That
word.
boy's
right
a
there.
gooner.
That's some good brain rot right there. A gooner,
It's a
that's some good
gooner.
brain rot word.
Yeah, because I never heard of her, so she must have been in that special vault. Like,
That boy, what the heck?
That boy found
hey,
her.
What
he must
the-
be
He
on
found
page
it.
5
He
or
was
6.
scrolling one night.
He page 5 and 6.
multiple tabs open. All of that. It's crazy.
Oh yeah,
Boy,
this the
it's
one right
insane.
here. No, it's not.
Mhm.
But
Boy,
is she,
it's
nah,
wrong
is
with
she
her.
like a famous one or like? I'm for real. I never.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
she ain't
never.
no famous one.
That look ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
Well,
bro.
she- I mean, obviously she
Stop
out
calling
of
her
calm
that.
now, Jesse. But she probably back then, you know what I'm saying? She probably.
that don't
He
look
said,
appealing.
we can pretend.
That's a
Unless she was trying to
fetish.
mimic somebody, but forgot how to do it.
Because Zion, these players, but I don't know these young players, but who
They
got
too
these
young,
boys?
bro. They too
They
young.
dumb,
Making
boy.
too much
bro.
money. It's
They
what
got
it
their
is.
money.
I don't
dumb.
think it's age. I just think they reckless, bro.
I think it's age.
I
I think
think
I.
it's
You
funny
got
enough,
other
I
young-
think,
do you
you got
think
a lot of
every
young other
I think
players out
every
here,
player
bro.
do with
Okay,
this. Every
but look at
young
the stars.
goofy player.
But look at the
Not
stars in the past.
shady.
Look at the stars
talking
in the
about
past. You
like-
think were they like this?
Let's
Like,
go back a generation. I think they were.
You go back a generation. You
Absolutely.
think okay? I know Harden was probably a freak, but besides that, like we got
Okay.
Will
Curry-
Chamberlain.
What about Lou? You got Lou Williams?
Will Chamberlain got what?
Oh my
100
God.
women.
start over.
No, I mean,
No,
that's
you went back.
that's
You went
accurate.
back too
That's
long.
accurate.
That's 60
But,
years.
okay,
You went back
I-
60 years. Though. You can't go
Stop it right
So
there.
Anthony, he got
Magic
enough.
Johnson.
He got
Gooner.
enough
Lamar
money.
Odom?
40 years.
Are we not
Gooner.
forgetting about Lamar Odom?
No,
Gooner.
but the
about-
problem is
I'm
no.
talking
The
about
problem
the
isn't.
stars. I'm talking
It's
about
not-
the stars.
It's not the
premier
fact
stars.
that
Oh,
it's
the
not the
stars,
fact
well,
that
I'm
he's
at- we
dealing
got-
with a lot of women. I don't care about that.
Ain't
It's not the
Kobe
fact that he doesn't have like
Kobe
he's
had a
having
problem, too.
children.
We
The
ain't gonna get to that
problem
one.
is
Keep going.
he's literally
Keep going.
disowning his child on
Tiger
social
Woods.
media.
Tiger Woods. We can go to another sport. Gooner.
Tiger Woods was a gooner. Oh my God.
The best joke I ever seen. He had one for every hole in golf.
Look at who they gooning with, dude. Come on, bro. Like
Hole in
that
one.
BBL lady. No, that ain't it. But no, it's the fact, bro. Like them
Like,
text
this thing
messages
off the
came
rails.
out that you talking about you don't want nothing to do with your daughter. Like, if you're
Yeah,
gonna
that's
be a
crazy.
gooner, just at least be responsible with it, you know?
Because you got the money for
Raise
it.
your
Like,
child, bro.
you got the
for it.
money. You got the
And
money for it.
money is only 50% of raising the
This
child.
man
You
frontal-
gotta
y'all
be there
screaming
for
with
your
him.
child.
His frontal lobe ain't developed.
Being a
man.
deadbeat
But
at
why-
any
why-
age is crazy, bro. I don't care.
Yeah,
Why-
and a
yeah.
rich deadbeat, like you got all the time in the world, bro.
and,
Like
and he know her.
And he
existence.
knows. That's
Like,
why he doing it.
yeah.
Gooner. There's been
An
gooners in
intentional-
every
an
generation, bro.
intentional deadbeat, bro.
Yo, I'm telling you, bro. That's why I know he ain't. There's no face of the leagues coming up. Does Wemby have a girlfriend? Wemby need like a good wife. Wemby need to get a good wife.
Wemby is an upstanding human being. I already know he's gonna be.
We need upstanding people.
He be reading
We need-
books.
The moment he come out with a girlfriend, people gonna be coming out with jokes, bro.
That's
He
true.
might be celibate. He seemed like one of them.
Nah,
But you need
like
that.
one of
You get that. What's that retention?
he
You
from
get that
France.
retention?
You know them people from France. No, he didn't. Yeah,
That boy ridiculous.
they don't believe in
You-
that.
He need to do
Wemby
triple N
different,
all
bro.
year long, bro. Triple N all year long, bro. And then hey, he'll be averaging 40, bro.
Like people, like it's weird people out there. People won't leave what's her name alone. They ever since Giannis, they won't leave him and his relationship alone. They talking about they need to
but I
keep
saw-
him away from her because I don't know what number kid Giannis is on, bro.
No, but yeah, but he do it the upstanding way. That
Yeah,
that's
he did it the
that boy
that's the
Giannis,
way.
were they on kid number 7?
No, but that's the
Wait,
that's
are
the
you
good
for real?
way.
Stop lying.
I don't know
Bro,
about
no, I mean it was a meme, but it was
It's
in
like
he
four,
needed.
it's like
yeah,
four.
I'll take 7.
It's like
they're
4.
on-
I didn't even know it was that much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
I thought it was still.
they
I
been
thought it
going
was
crazy.
one.
Every time we see her, she pregnant.
Giannis,
Yeah, it's
Giannis
more, but it's
should
like
have
Yeah,
been.
the type of money he
Every-
got, like it don't matter. Like
Giannis should
Oh, yeah,
have
that's with your
been.
wife. So
Giannis
you
is
can do that.
guaranteed he gonna have another
Giannis should
generation.
have been the face of the league. He should have been the face of the league. He
He
had
should've.
the plot for it, and he has the white like even though he do say he on some freak stuff, but like that's with his wife. That's that good way. That's the like what's the first comes love, then come marriage, then come a baby. When a baby carries, like that type of thing, he did it the like right way. A lot of
you
these
should have
these-
talked about Harden.
Yeah.
He
Shout out,
out here
to
lying.
shout out to Rice University. If you know, you know. Type shit. You know what I mean? Real.
I
Wife
don't.
is the graduate of Rice University. Shout out to her. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Shout out to- Giannis
Vol-
is worth-
volleyball stud.
He can.
You know what I mean?
Too bad though.
He can afford to pump them out.
But he can.
Give her a break.
Yeah,
Give him a
hey, but hey, he trying to create a mini team. That's fine. He
That's
do his
it.
thing.
So
But
he-
like
He
You know,
definitely
yeah,
gonna. It's gonna be another Insta Kupo, a star. He gonna guarantee it.
Get off
that's
her.
what,
For real. Once
He
he hits
gotta-
that button, he ready. The wife knows it's
He
what
said, I'm
time
gonna
it
do
is.
something LeBron failed to do.
what? Oh, create. Oh, yeah. We were talking about that. Lewis, I do need to ask since you weren't here for that. What do you think about that LeBron Stephen A thing? Are you on Team LeBron or Team Stephen A?
Yeah, I'm Team LeBron. I'm against all the media.
Oh, there you go. Simple enough.
I hate mainstream media.
Lou, aren't you media?
I'm new media.
And I hate that. I hate
New
that.
era. New
It's-
era.
That's why I'm on this side. They are all played out, bro. They
So
cancel.
you team Draymond. You team Draymond.
Draymond not on this side. Draymond with them.
Draymond said
But
this is
Draymond
new.
different. Draymond say crazy things.
No, he a part of the problem. He over here bashing the NBA too. Like
He said he was gonna be the new media.
he said he was gonna be new media, but he up there right next to Chuck over there bashing the NBA. Like, no.
During
That's
the All-Star
wrong.
game was hilarious. He did that during the All-Star game. They were trying
This
to
is
try it out.
disgrace as they playing. We
Who's the face?
never got.
Who's the
I'm
face
like,
of new media?
huh?
Who's the face
Shannon
of new
Sharpe?
media?
Gilbert? No, Shannon Sharpe.
Sharpe.
Is it,
Who's
are you,
the
ta- are you
face of
talking
new
about? Are you talking about like
It was
YouTubers,
JJ
right?
Redick for NBA. It was JJ Redick.
Or NBA? Maybe was it Gilbert Arenas? Maybe.
I still,
No, hell no.
to me, it's definitely
He's associated with McCann. Hell no.
Kenny and them
Paul
to me.
George playoff P podcast. P.
Playoff P better not ever say nothing ever again. He better
Lord.
transition to an honor roll. I think who Low. Let's see. Legend of winning.
Low.
Yeah.
I might say
Kenny.
I say Kenny.
B
I say
Souls.
Kenny. I might say
Kenny. Oh yeah,
Kenny
Kenny
Beachum.
Beachum is the leader of new media. The
Yeah,
one who
Kenny.
called them all out. That was a good
Yeah.
video. Shout out to Kenny, bro. Very good
Yes,
video.
Kenny.
Very, very.
Because yeah, I definitely I love watching Kenny. So definitely inspiration there. Let's get him on an episode one day. If
Yeah.
be a little intimidating though, because but I think he's a cool guy. So it's all good.
He gonna kill us with that basketball knowledge. But yeah.
No, yeah, he gonna run circles around us for sure. But
I'll
like I said,
I'll kill him in football. I'll tell you that.
but yeah, I mean he'll admit that. He'll tell you that. But if he come here, we're gonna talk basketball, and we're gonna see how it go. So Lou, your team LeBron, you think him coming checking him in public was like perfectly fine? Like that's what should have happened.
I mean, he has every right to. I mean, Stephen A. has killed the NBA. Like,
Tough.
I mean, like he's not wrong. Right? Every time we get a new person, like immediately he wants to go and compare them to Jordan. Everybody don't need to be compared to Jordan. Why is Wemby being compared to Jordan? Like
Jordan
they can both.
Generational.
That doesn't mean anything though. I like both these players can coexist.
See,
And you don't have to. You just when you compare him to Jordan, to me you glazing Jordan. Like he doesn't need to be brought up in a situation, and you do that with LeBron, fine. But in every time though, like everything, the thing what I hate about the old media, they do this every time. They did it with Jordan, they did it with Kobe, and they're doing it with LeBron right now. They bash them all throughout their career. All throughout their career is just hell on earth. And then when they finally transition, we finally want to give them their damn flowers and talk about how they was all no. While they here, you were bashing. We can't even give them their flowers while they're here. It's always some type of criticism, and it's never genuine. It's never genuine. Stephen A. don't know a damn thing about football. He don't know a damn thing about basketball. He trashed when he played. And every time somebody want to talk basketball on his show, he immediately goes to narratives. That's all he can do. ESPN, I literally avoid ESPN. Only time I watch ESPN is when they host a draft, is when they host some type of basketball game, and I really mute when I hear them talk on halftime or football. Like that's it. When they hosting a game, everything else has become unwatchable because they chase the clicks. That's all they do. They chase the clicks. I hate them because all they do is talk about the Cowboys and the Lakers. They got 16 segments. Best believe 15 of them is just them two teams I just named. And it's literally ungenuine. And I'm supposed to take you serious as a journalist. You used to be a journalist, but now you are a full-time actor. You can talk some politics though. You should actually transition and do that on your YouTube channel and just transition to politics fully because this sports
next
thing.
president. You gonna be next president?
Hell no. But this sports thing,
run for it.
you're terrible. I'll be honest with you. I literally turned.
Isn't that how you progress basketball though? Comparing them to the old players.
No, he's not. He's not progressing. You're hurting.
I mean, but it's always been like that, right?
No, it's never been like that. It's never been like that.
Wasn't it like that for LeBron?
They're doing it right. That's why it's.
No, I'm saying like his whole career. Haven't they always compared him to Jordan or no? I didn't watch early LeBron. I know later in the years, but
they always have, and that's what's been hurting the game.
But LeBron kind of did that to himself too because he put the number 23. Like he put the number 23.
I mean, that's not. You can still do other things. Like we have surpassed Jordan. We on year 40. Anything. I just literally that tweet didn't go through because Twitter was down. This girl was like, when LeBron got hurt from Jason Tatum, she's like, oh, this is why I can't ever have a conversation with Kobe and Jordan. I'm like, bro, we are in year 40. Kobe and Jordan didn't even touch 40. The fact that this moment right here is either validating your statement or changing your statement doesn't matter. We're talking. Can we enjoy year 40 LeBron? And then every new star you're fiending to compare to Jordan. We just talked about a guy you was trying to push as the main face of the league, and the first thing you was itching and grinding like, oh, Anthony Davis, he remind me of Jordan. No, I mean not Anthony Davis, Anthony Edwards, he remind me of Jordan. Why? Why does he remind you of Jordan? Why can't he just be Anthony Edwards? Can we push somebody else? And then, and what I hated is we should.
That's for Stells though. That's the gift.
The fans said that too though. They did compare him to Jordan. Like they even said
because he got like a dog. He got a dog.
The
in him.
thing
Like,
is, which I understand, it's not
trash.
the fans. This is why I don't hold ESPN
accountable.
accountable. They are mainstream media. They influence almost 85% of conversation. They are literally for the casuals. If they say something, best believe Johnny Walker, who ain't never watched basketball at the barbershop, is going to say the same thing. Because that's all 90%. You influence like 85% of conversation everywhere, and you choose to go the stupid route. You choose to go the stupid route.
But,
Easy
okay,
route.
Lewis, what should they talk about? Because for casuals, because you're trying to get the casuals to watch. So what should they talk about?
They should have been talking about the Thunder. How great they are.
Yeah,
talk about the Cavs. How great they are.
But
how about
they don't care about
Chuck want to
they don't
call
care
out
about
ESPN, but when the Rockets are doing good, you want to talk about, well, they need to learn how to play basketball. Dude, they was on a win streak. Why are you watching the game? How are you at work and not watching the game? This is the shit I'm talking about. Why are they the faces of media? We need to. I don't want to be ageist, but we need to get these old people out of this game and make new room for some more different journalists. Some people are hungry again. Can I get a young, no, not a young Stephen A? Because even when Stephen A was young, he was still chasing the clicks. Crack all that like buzzwords and stuff like that. Like, can we get some? I want some more JJ Reddick's. JJ Reddick was such a fresh air. Like, it was such fresh air up there, firing them up, calling them out on their BS because they just be pushing dumb rhetorics, bro.
You got to have a little bit of both.
You can't have both. No,
you have to. You can't for the full audience. You
know why? It's literally hurting your product right now. You're literally hurting your product. The NBA is losing money because of you. I'm like, because of you.
You gotta explain that to me because I don't see how. Like
every time you see the casual fans don't even know who's good anymore. No one knows about SGA. No one knows about Jokic. No one knows about Giannis.
That's the player's fault.
That's not the player's fault. That's literally Stephen A's fault.
Jokic is
that's literally Stephen A's fault. Every time.
You think Jokic is good at marketing basketball?
I think it's Stephen A's fault because whenever they said, who should be the face of the league? It should be. We say Jokic. You like, no, it's got to be American man. How you gonna be xenophobic? If the face of the league is somebody foreign, it's somebody foreign. Tell America to catch up. It's your fault.
I think I do blame the media for that because I think this is why I say like the media, like they have the issue because they're too negative and they obviously don't.
They are negative.
They're too negative on their players, right? Like
they're ultra negative. They're always bash TNT. And I'm so glad it's their last year. They hurt the product more than anything. That's all they time. How many? We can go through clips, Jesse. We can pull up a whole compilation every time. Oh, it's a big man for the winning MVP. Shaq finna bash him. Shaq gonna bash him. Did you let Chuck talk for too long? He gonna say some stuff like, "Bro, are you even watching the game?" And then you cut. There's too much bad media all throughout, man.
Yeah, so I do agree with like the older heads and the old media. They do bash the players. And with that, like, I feel like there has to be a balance because if you're too, like, there's niches. Like, if you're too analytical, though, then you're going to lose, like, casual people because people want to watch, but they want, like, the storytelling aspect more than, like, the nuances and the X's and O's. Because that's why if you want to get more people to watch basketball, then you have to, like, pander to those casuals. So you have to have a person who's entertaining enough to be able to be able to create and build stories and create narratives, but also be able to be educated enough to tell, like, to actually talk about basketball.
Here's my thing. I understand there should be a balance, but ESPN is not trying to give a balance at all. Remember the Cowboy talk during the season? They used to have Michael Irvin up there. Now it's just all negative. It's all negative. They used to have JJ Redick. Who they replace him with? Was it Cam Newton or somebody else? Like it's just a negative guy. You didn't go replace him with a positive guy. So it's just all negative.
And Jesse, to your point with the storytelling, I'm not opposed to the storytelling. I just think people just need to be honest and say the NBA media's storytelling sucks.
It sucks.
They don't know how to storytell like they used to storytell back in the day. And I don't want any excuses because there's too many good NBA players that you can make a good storyline for. You're just not trying to do it.
But Greg, let me ask you.
And nostalgia is killing the league. Nostalgia
Greg,
is really killing the league. Like,
do you know what story besides the Lakers? Don't talk about the Lakers because we talked about the Lakers, right? The Lakers, isn't that? What story is happening? Like, what story would you think you can tell someone that would actually interest them if they were a new basketball fan? If they were a new basketball fan, what story would you say?
I'm new. I'm new. Interest me.
Now you say the Cavaliers, right? Now
the Cavaliers are on like we got two teams on 70 or 60 win tracks.
You got to break it down because you just say it's Cleveland. That's not going to appeal to nobody. So you got to tell me.
You know why?
If I'm a new fan, why should I watch the Cleveland Cavaliers?
Jesse, this is the thing though. We're doing such a drastic change. It should have been over time. You have that much control.
I'll give you that. That's true.
This is I can't sell you anything tomorrow. I can't because you did a bad job and no one knows anything.
But see, the Cavs are overnight. Like last year, they were like a 5 seed. They were decent. This year, they're 54-10. So this is an overnight. Like
you could have sold it way before the season when they were like they was beating the mess out of some good teams. When they beating the mess out like they gave the Boston a run for their money.
They lost in 5. You talking about the South? You talking about last year or this year? Because last year they were.
No, I'm talking about this year. I'm just talking about this year.
Yeah. This year they're lit. But like you tell me.
Thunder.
Tell me now. Why should I watch this Cavs team?
I don't.
The Thunder. You should. Why are we not pushing the Thunder?
It's hard to sell these teams. Like you can if you have to really
it's hard to sell SGA.
You don't sell, but see the thing is, bro, in basketball, you don't sell teams, you sell players.
Yeah.
That's how I go. In football, you sell teams. That's the big difference.
John, do you think it's hard to sell SGA?
Well, sell me SGA.
I mean,
he's an MVP candidate. They have odds for him saying that he's going to be the second unanimous MVP.
Averaging 30, slasher, mid-range assassin. Like,
and the mid-range basketball, you
gotta add some more, bro. That's just basketball. Like for Harden, Harden got the beard. For Westbrook,
it should be more. They sold us fucking Brandon Roy back in the day. You can't sell SGA.
Ain't nobody. Brandon Roy wasn't hitting like that though. Brandon Roy was cool, but he wasn't selling. He wasn't selling.
Nah, bro, you gotta have a story. Like you gotta add.
It don't have a story. We knew so many players back in the day.
How can you sell
Yao Ming? I don't care.
Yao Ming 7 foot. This 7'6" monster from China.
It's just 7 feet. Under y'all, it's just 7 feet.
This man's a freaking giant. This man was built in a lab from China.
Do you think it's hard? Do you think it's hard to sell Wemby?
No,
I think
it should be easy.
I think
it should be easy as hell to sell.
But he's not
playing right now. Okay, if we speaking from a casual perspective, which you be me, if we speaking from a casual, just saying like he's 7 foot tall, like that's nothing to me, bro. Like when
so
I'm saying like Lewis, this play style, you're not gonna tell me
threes.
Okay, look, I'll tell you this. You're not gonna just tell me play style and think I'm gonna be hooked. I need something more. Like for LeBron,
you ain't never seen a 7 footer with a ball handler. That is my player, creative player.
Wait. Let me put this. I gotta bring. Let me put this.
You gotta add something to that, bro. I need a storyline. Like for I don't know, for the Warriors, they were 73. I mean, they won the most games. That was their storyline.
That was their storyline. I mean, KD joined a freak team. Like
that was next year. I'm talking about the year they won. I was rooting for them to win it all.
But look, John, I hear your point.
And guess who they compared them to? The '90s Bulls. That's fine with me
because of the record.
I'm gonna tell. Let me tell you. I'm tell you.
That's when you should make comparisons.
I'm gonna say one thing. Let me say one thing. John, I hear your point a lot. Like I do I fully resonate with your point because with me, like you selling to casuals. Like if you sell to the diehards, you're not gonna make us so much money naturally. So Lewis and Greg, since you obviously you know more, and John is a casual, you have to instead of saying just like okay he's 7'5" and he shoots or he can dribble, you gotta like you almost have to talk like you talking to someone who's not watched basketball at all. Because like Curry was easy to sell. I could show my girlfriend some Steph Curry. And she'd be interested because there's a guy who's shooting half-court threes, dribbling, doing all these stupid, crazy moves, and he's really easy to sell. Now, Wemby, I think you can sell. SGA, I don't think SGA is like SGA. They are 53 and like whatever, and I know I can go to people on the street. They don't know who the hell that is. But unless you watch the
Jesse,
NBA,
you cannot. This is we're in a redundant argument.
You're
telling me players we can't sell right now, but I'm telling you, you did a bad job of selling them to begin with. I can't sell you something that fast. I don't have another LeBron. I don't have another MJ. I don't have another Kobe. I can't. That's the only caliber of people I can sell you that's going to convince you right now. Well, you should have did a better job leading up to this point.
Sell
Yeah,
Jokic.
Absolutely.
but and on top of that, but they
how did you sell like John? How, because you brought up Durant, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Durant is a hooper. He just hoops and goes home. So how did they sell you Durant? I want to know. Since you're the casual, how did Durant's, how'd you get sold on Durant?
well, funny. My uncle used to cut his hair, but that's besides the point. But no, I only said Durant because I like you was just saying he just tall
He's
player.
he's
hooping and
6'11" who
But
shoots.
but
It's-
Durant, like okay, so he still had that little storyline when he left Westbrook. That's kind of how I knew him. I mean,
But
of course, I've been knew about him.
even before that, he was. Yeah.
And then when he played, I wanted him to beat LeBron. That was his storyline. Like these young hoopers coming in and they should have beat
KD,
LeBron.
Westbrook, and Harden. Yeah,
The hair.
what hair is crazy. That's crazy.
That was a storyline that got me hooked on Durant. Like I wanted to see him beat LeBron because
So you're saying basically what you're saying is we lack a villain. That's what you're saying.
That does help.
a villain. I need a sob story. Oh, then he had the MVP little thing. She the real MVP. Like SGA,
That was good memes. I
you
missed
don't
that. That's some
have
good
nothing.
sophomore
Like,
stuff, man.
What? Hey, this is what I'm saying. You got even if you take the basketball out, like what is the storyline? Like he hooping. Luka hoop too. I need something else to bring me to him. Like,
But so tell me,
I'm trying
like,
to. Okay, Anthony Edwards. He had the movie at least, and then we see how he act outside the court. Like then we talk. I saw him talk about how he swept Kevin Durant. Like he has personality. SGA. He just be forming clips.
I ain't gonna lie. If you like
When they lose
basketball,
the
and he put captions on Instagram.
Hey,
ain't gonna lie. If you like basketball, I don't know how I can't sell you Jokic. If I show you Jokic's passing highlights, it's insane.
As a casual, Jokic.
That's if you like basketball,
boring, bro.
That's if you like basketball.
Bro, if you're gonna sit there and watch Magic, bro, and you gonna watch his highlights, you mean to tell me you can't see a 7-footer doing the same thing?
You gotta think about it.
Reese, go ahead.
What I'm telling you is it's only one segment, and you're only thinking about basketball. If you strictly basketball, then that's fine. I need something more than basketball. To me, I'm not interested when he say he's not that interested in basketball. And
that's too advanced.
But I'm gonna let you talk. You haven't talked.
You got to think about it even more like sort of dumbed down. Like you got to say, for a casual fan, like somebody who don't know shit about basketball, right? They'll be like, who's that light skinned guy who can shoot threes, right? Something like that. Something super basic. Or who's that skinny kid from France, right? Something like super. It can't be all about basketball. Eventually, we can get to the basketball part, but it's more like personality way, or like Harden. Like, hey, what's that dude? He has like a big beard.
That's how I knew him.
Or stuff like that. It's like
that's how I figured
for a casual fan, like for example, because I feel like that's how all of us picked up on basketball players originally. It wasn't always just like Allen Iverson. We originally we wasn't even talking about handles. We talking about him wearing headbands. He got braids and shit, right? Playing for the 76ers, shit like that. I think you have to start there and then build your way up from that point for a casual fan. I honestly don't think it's like it has to be up to like what's it called, the big media all the time. We can do that. We can do that stuff and provide that for casual fans if we want to.
Yeah, because I think like if you look now, like the WNBA, they're getting their build because Caitlin Clark, I can market. Hey, this is the all-time leading scorer in NCAA history, not NCAA women's history, not NCAA men's history, NCAA basketball history, and she's going to the WNBA. That's why when she comes in, everybody wants to watch it because this is the most this is the one. You know, I feel like I don't have that. Like Jokic is the guy with the talent, but you don't got the personality. And SGA, like the Thunder and the Cavs are really great teams. Like honestly, could be all-time great teams. But I can't like show anybody that is not a basketball fan. Because our goal, if you want to make money, is to pander to the entire market rather than just the niche market.
I still don't agree with y'all though, because I don't think it's up to the players to become the face of the league. I think it's purely on the media. It's purely
LeBron
on the media. It's purely on the media.
I would agree.
I think it's purely on the media. They literally have to.
That.
The whole point of the media is to sell the product. They are the product.
Because we got social media now as well. We got social media.
I mean,
like,
but
people can do that themselves.
I think it's purely. I think it's still on the media. It's still on the media.
Is a part of it. I think the media is a big part.
The media can amplify it. They can. If they can't take you to the moon, but damn it, they can get you out of the atmosphere. They can do it. You cannot convince me that.
At bare minimum. At bare minimum.
If you're
at bare minimum. They can
If you're
get
the
you out
media,
the
who you taking?
atmosphere.
I need
But if
some
you're the media,
quotes from SGA.
if you're
I
the media,
need
who
something,
are you
bro.
taking? Like if you're the media, you say, okay, I'm the media. I could take someone to be the and like do that. Who are you taking?
There's
Like what
plenty
player
of,
right now?
you could have did Giannis. You
Wemby.
could have did Jokic. You could have did Wemby. There's been
Wemby
plenty.
is out.
There's been
Wemby hurt.
Anthony Edwards.
Wemby
Yeah.
got
And you
hurt.
literally
This
could
is
have
probably
used.
should have been
It
Ant,
doesn't
but
matter if he's out or not. I can
It
still
don't
push
matter if
him.
he's out or not. LeBron's been hurt.
Well,
Everyone's
how you
been
gonna
hurt.
push him? You
I
got
think
push.
he'll
You
be
got,
good.
I
Your
need you on the
time to
big
push
stage.
him was when he got
Jalen Clarkson's
drafted.
been-
You pushed LeBron as soon as he got drafted. Before LeBron had a Cavaliers
I mean, because he was
jersey
killing,
thread,
killing in high school.
the checkerboard red and yellow Cavaliers thread. They made a whole Nike commercial. Like I said,
That's right.
it is
David
up
Stern
to
did
the
a better
media
job. David Stern
to
did
push,
I'll tell you that.
literally to push the player. It's not up to the player. The player
has to push
sold
himself
you
too.
the product. Now it's up to you to sell it to the masses.
What are these?
Because we
players-
can both win.
Jesse, what
The
are these
play-
players refusing to do? I want to know. What are they refusing
What
to do?
are they
I feel
doing?
like they're just doing what they're told.
maybe sometimes they're
I-
doing too much as well. Could
I
be
mean,
doing too much.
sometimes they doing like crash out stuff,
You
like
do
you know
too
the
much, like
Zions and the
also.
Ja Morant and
Exactly.
those players who are crashing out, and then you have the.
okay.
There's players
And
like
then-
that in every generation.
I know, but like if you
What-
the main
okay,
like the
what
main
can Wemby-
character
what
player
more can
isn't
Wemby
doing
do?
that.
What more can
Well,
Wemby do?
Wemby
What
got to
more
stay
can
healthy.
SGA do?
I need to see him on the big stage. I need to see Wemby. You're not gonna sell me Wemby too much in the regular season.
You know
Wemby
who
got to be
controls
in
the
the
big
postseason.
stage?
He got to be in the postseason.
You
Make
know
a
who
play.
controls the
Obviously,
big stage, Jesse?
What?
Media.
But they got to get the
Literally.
players.
Media
Got to get
controls
there.
the big
The
stage.
Literally
players have
controls
to
the
get
big
to the big
stage.
stage.
Media literally controls the
The
big
players.
stage.
They have to produce to get to the big stage. As
No,
well.
I can show. You know, the whole
Well,
point of it.
they have to.
ESPN. If you go watch the games
I need
where
to
they
be in
put
the
it on the
finals.
most, they
Yeah, you have to
always
win
on the
as
weirdest
well.
time want to put up. I'm sorry, Maurice. The Knicks versus
Yeah,
the
they
damn
love the Knicks.
Pacers.
Damn
Like
right.
a weird game. How about can we get some
They pushing
more?
the 76ers
exciting.
and Joel
I
Embiid's
see
not
the-
playing.
Or
I see the Spurs.
76ers?
When Kawhi
The
Leonard is
Clippers
not
play-
playing.
It's up,
You can just
literally
put
up
SGA.
to you.
I
You
see
can
the
put OKC
Spurs.
in them
You can
places.
flex games out. You
I
can
see
do.
the Thunder.
You have so
The Thunder.
much power, but the only thing you care
but
about
look-
is that damn 9 o'clock game,
The
Central
Thunder-
Time of the Lakers versus who the fuck.
But look, the Thunder, they played the Cavs. They heard your cries. The Thunder did play the Cavs on that TNT game.
But we get
And
the
there was
problem
a
is
good
we
amount of
get we,
people
we don't
watching.
have enough of those. We should be getting that every time.
They did
not
the
every
both times
time.
they was
How about a
on- it was
higher
on television.
frequency? I need more. I need more. I shouldn't be fiending for it.
But-
Your
but
Christmas
Thunder-
games, your Christmas
what
lineups
game-
always be terrible. Your Christmas
but
lineups
what-
are terrible.
That's
They are.
kinda
But
cool,
what Cavs game can I like? The Cavs versus like
I
there's
ain't
gonna be a
gonna
lot of Cavs versus like
Jesse, let's be
Pacers.
honest.
That's not
you
gonna be
eating
on
your
TV
plate
for
on
us.
Christmas Day. On Christmas Day, you finna get your plate at 12, and you gonna go back for seconds and thirds because you know what? Ain't nothing on. Because I'm gonna tell you who's on. It's the Knicks versus the
Yeah.
Sixers.
For the
But
Celtics.
I feel
Or the
honestly,
Celtics.
Knicks,
Oh,
Knicks
versus-
versus Celtics is
thrashing
gonna
somebody.
get more.
Thrashing
Knicks versus
always.
Celtics
Like
is gonna get more
it's
views.
so trash.
Ravens
man.
versus Chiefs.
Yeah,
But
but y'all
Knicks
acting
versus
like-
Celtics
y'all
gonna
acting
get more
like you
views than
can't-
Cavs versus like a
Yeah, you
decent
can
team
blend the
also.
marriage though. Like because y'all love putting Cavs next to the Utah Jazz, bro. The Cavs can play the Knicks, and you can promote that. You get your
You can
Knicks.
promote that.
New York
but you're
lore,
so
and then you got
afraid
the
of the
Cavs versus
Cavaliers.
team.
You're so afraid
Right.
of it's a small market. How about
Instead
it's a
of-
great
instead, I'm getting
team
Lakers
versus a
Utah
big market
Jazz on
team?
primetime television.
How do we find
Yeah,
about
but-
how did we find about Jeremy Lin? How do we find about Lin?
He was in New York. That man was in New
How
York.
did we find out about it though? What was the game? What was
When
the
he
game?
played the Lakers
Against
and,
the Lakers,
and
yeah.
Exactly.
outplayed Kobe.
And he went off that way.
Let's not
And
get
he
He
played
twisted.
got a
Raptors.
week of fame. He got that Lindsay has
This
got
is the
more
Knicks.
week of fame than most of your stars who are 10 times better than Linsanity was. He
But it
got
was
a
great,
week.
though.
His week of fame was higher than some of these other players will ever see in their career.
We had, and
That's
we
a
had
damn
fun.
shame.
But we have fun. I'm not. Hey, Maurice, I don't know you want to watch it, but we have fun.
Yeah,
That
We
was a
did
good
have
time.
fun, but I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying Linsanity should never happen. I'm saying, do you
I'm
see
saying,
the
it
power
worked.
you have? Do you see the power you have as media? Do you see it?
Because Jeremy Lin
I-
didn't do anything better than any of them other players that like, oh, I'm trying to push my marketing. What did Jeremy Lin do more than any other player? Yes, he
But
balled
Jeremy Lin,
out.
he
but
had a
that's
game-
any
he had a
player.
game
Those were the
ball.
game winners. The game winners was really
Yeah.
pushing.
Game winners and had
That's
great
really
story
good.
behind them.
And there's a story like this guy undrafted who is, obviously not prototypical, and this basketball stuff is out here outplaying Kobe, and he's in the like you got to watch. Like there's a must. It's like wrestling almost. Like you have to
It was
put
like
on
Delhi.
a bit of something that make you want to must watch it. There's nothing like the Cavs and Thunder. If you are a basketball fan,
It's the way you
must watch.
describe it.
Is Cavs Thunder is a must watch if you're a basketball fan because of how they play, their efficiency, their defense. I'm like, but ain't no casual care about all that. They wanted to give me a story. Why should I?
How do you
What's the
care about
stakes?
Linsanity before Linsanity? You can't. Like, what is there to sell? How do you care about something before it happened?
when it happened, that's when you get this a spark in the play. But you want to be a part of that spark. This might be the next New York star. You out here playing hitting game winners against Kobe. Like I gotta watch this. There's no I gotta watch it. I feel like there's no like matchups. Like for instance, like even in the past, like when with the Warriors versus like the Rockets, Cavs, Thunder, like it was something there because there's like rivalries or there's something like there's a story I can push.
It was they pushed hard and they pressed Chris Paul. Like they did their job then. They was actually pubbing it the entire time. We were itching for that matchup all year.
Kill me too, but I don't know. Like not everyone gonna know about Jared Allen. Like Jared Allen and like Evan Mobley. Like they're great. They're really, really good players. It's just
why are you pushing them? Why is that the main people you pushing?
Donovan Mitchell.
You already got it wrong. Donovan Mitchell.
That's Donovan Mitchell. It don't sell the tickets.
It does.
Unless you if
you show it enough throughout the year and do your
if you play for New York, I bet it would.
I bet
it would. New York, yeah.
I bet it would. We only gonna serve. We only gonna sell the big market teams.
What it boils down to, it just can't be basketball, bro. It got to be something outside of basketball.
And I gotta see it on the big stage. I saw the Cavs do all this, but like. No one really like we believe in the Cavs, but not really. Like if he in the finals doing this and they dropping off teams in the finals and it's like a big stage like that, then maybe a little different.
We gotta wait for the man to hoist the trophy up.
That is the same thing with Harden.
In order to give him the proper media attention.
That's how it is.
That is not how. That is never how it's been.
That man has not shown me nothing.
Literally until this era, we created that because the media has gotten lazy. They gotten lazy. That's what it is. If you've been doing your job all the way up until then. I don't like. Come on, I cheer for small market teams.
For Giannis. Yeah, you know how many times they were begging for Giannis to leave that small market team. Ooh, hey, he looks angry.
They're still doing it.
Hey, he might need to go ahead and make that move. They always make it. It's always lazy, bro.
Even with the small market, I know when KD and Russ and Harden and Johnny remember this when they were in OKC, it didn't feel like a small market. It felt because their names were so big.
The Warriors is a small market.
And that didn't feel like a small market. It's the most valuable team in the NBA because Steph Curry.
They pubbed it the correct way. They pubbed it the correct way.
And
could you market?
Giannis got too much. He got too much.
And they won.
And they won.
And they won. Like if the Warriors did not win the championship, they would not have this war.
Everyone's won at one point.
They not as marketable as Curry, bro. They just not.
And Giannis, don't forget, Giannis got a lot of failure on his resume too.
And he had it. He was going up, and then he lost to Jimmy Butler, and then lost to the.
He got 4 rings, right?
Yeah,
but he got.
But you got to remember, Giannis. He lost to Kawhi that year. Then the next year,
I ain't gonna lie. This rings don't mean anything because you know why? I'll name a dynasty that they didn't pub at all. The Spurs.
But that's because nobody cared about that boring freaking. That's basketball was unmarketable.
And plus, he was still doing.
You
still had LeBron though. You still had LeBron.
That was beautiful basketball being played.
Spurs.
It's a basketball fantasy.
No, I know you watch Spurs Heat. I know you watch that. Watch Spurs Pistons Game 7. Watch that game. Tell me how interesting that game is. That game is. You rewatch that. I watched that game. I said this game. I can see why nobody watching this. Like the Spurs,
and
they
had LeBron, so it's like you still have some in the background. LeBron gonna always be the main attraction. So.
And there was a storyline like LeBron, they beat the Spurs, and now can they, that type of thing. Like, can they do a three-peat? That storyline because he were 2 straight, and they were saying they can do a 3-peat, but the Spurs just shunned
Ray Allen and all of that.
I just think we're overthinking it, and I just think it's Wemby. It's Wemby. It's Wemby.
I haven't seen it.
I'm telling you right now, Wemby don't move me.
Because they ain't did enough. They gave him one alien commercial and called it rap. They gave him one alien commercial and called it rap. They gave that boy a shirt.
It doesn't have to move you, but I know the conversations around it is going to move you enough to start talking about it. It's going to get to a point where they're like, he might be better than LeBron. It's going to get to the point where it's like, yo, he might be better than LeBron. And then there's going to finally be some people that's like, yo, you're going crazy. What the hell is your...
Push that narrative.
We gotta see that
narrative. Then I'll tune in because now I gotta check and see is he really better than LeBron.
Exactly.
I gotta watch.
And then we gotta see that.
That would just start the thing again, though. That would just start the whole thing. Cause not be comparing it to old people again.
I have no reason.
Look at Maurice. What a bar.
Same thing again. We just comparing it back to old players.
That's to me nothing wrong with that. That's how basketball. That's how they move the agenda in basketball.
That's always been Kobe Jordan.
Football, you don't necessarily have to do that because. It's more team based, but basketball, that's just how they move the goalposts. I'm sorry.
And with it being less team based and a basketball player, you can dominate as a star. You can dominate the game more, and your face is shown that you have to be a character. If you want to be the main character, you got to be a character.
The problem is LeBron played too long. That's the problem. He was supposed
Yeah,
to have been done, and they're supposed to start comparing him to LeBron. But I mean, he's still in the league, so
and all the youngins are YNs. So
that's the problem.
I mean, let's
so
say
I can't do nothing.
I mean, they just become the standard. Like
LeBron retired after.
Sometimes you got to be the best player ever. I mean, you got to be the best player in the league.
Reese, what you gonna say?
LeBron retired after the second Cavs stint. Like, say he didn't go to the Lakers, right? Say he retired right then and there. Who would have been? I mean, obviously been Curry.
Zion had to be next. Zion had
So
to be next. He got drafted right then. 2019.
So it been Zion.
Alonzo.
He was supposed to, but he became a gooner. That makes a long.
Yeah, it will obviously be KD and Curry would be like what people would be pushing after the LeBron second stint, and then after that, who knows how that works, because I'm gonna be honest with you, if LeBron retires when he retires, Anthony Davis, I don't think he goes to the Lakers, which means Zion will be put in another city, and maybe we won't have
hopefully a better
these
one
kind of situations that we're having. You know, the butterfly effect is kind of crazy, so I try my best not to go on that route. But I mean,
yeah, that's
honest.
But I see. I'm just curious. Like, so I assume 3 people are on one side, me, Maurice, and John, and then Lewis and Greg are on the other side. I just think you got to incorporate story. I think you just got to incorporate story, like telling.
No,
like obviously
you do have to incorporate stories. I'm just saying they're doing a bad job, and
we can agree with that.
There's nothing that a player can do
but
to
I think
push
that's
more.
Yeah, I think
I don't
that's
know
the disconnect.
I don't know what else.
It's a snowball effect.
You're right.
It needs it's a snowball effect. It needs to catch steam. If you didn't start it when you started it, don't expect for it to hit tomorrow. That's it.
Yeah,
I think that my only disconnect is I think
you
the
want
players
to be big as a blizzard,
but
roll the damn snowball from the top of the mountain.
I think we agree. And I just think
they don't have interesting names. Their names are not interesting.
Yeah,
like
that's
LeBron,
the thing. That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
LeGoat,
LeBron,
like you can just mix his name up so much. Anthony Edwards, like Anthony is. I mean,
Ant.
You know why you can do that right there, LeBron, John? The LeGoat, all that media. They literally pushed a couple of commercials.
The elite ankle, I got that from Twitter.
They memed it.
But
I think you need a way to recall these players, like at least one way.
But yeah, for sure. Like, you know, nicknames help too. But like my only disconnect
or something, like, I don't know,
is that I think them players can do a better job marketing themselves. That's all.
Well, Jesse, you gotta answer.
I don't think it's up to the players.
What do you mean? Like, I'm with Greg on that part though. I don't think they can do much. I think it's just either you got it or you don't.
I feel like, I mean, your personality.
They have agents for this.
The media, they came in saying LeBron
they're a
had
brand.
to be the
Like
next
these
Jordan.
players,
they have agents for these things.
My prime example is Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum, you can't tell me
he's crying to be the face of the league. He's crying to be the face of the league. And Jesse, thank you for pulling up that damn goof ass example. He's crying to be the face of the league, and you still won't make him the face of the league. That's prime. That just won the whole argument, bro. We just found
but at the same time, he didn't even win Finals MVP, so it kind of hurts. Like he won it, it could help him, but he won the championship, but he didn't win the Finals. So now you can say you can say Jaylen Brown.
Pushing him, he would have won.
It hurt your legacy. Like Finals MVP, Steph Curry was fighting for that. He cried when he got it. Like he knew that was
he was
legacy.
Iggy.
Jaylen Brown defended.
That boy averaged 8-9 points a game.
Regardless of him winning Finals MVP, Steph Curry didn't win Finals MVP his first however many times, but that still didn't make him like not marketable.
But Jason Tatum, he need that. Like Steph Curry, he do all these like.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
It's very easy. Jason Tatum needed that.
Even if Jason Tatum got Finals MVP this go around with the performance that he had, we would still be having the same conversations we're having today. Like that wouldn't have helped. That Finals MVP was not going to help him this go around. Be honest with you. Either you like the man or you don't.
What I'm saying though is that like these players, like Maurice, you just agree, like they have a brand, and since their brand helps them make more money. And like a guy like the best player in the NBA right now is Nikola Jokic. He just put 30, 20, and 20. And every time I see Nikola, and that's like the first time it's ever happened in the history of basketball. Not even Wilt's done that. But you look at his face when he do it, and it's so still. But that's his personality, and I get it. That's your personality. But like, if you're trying to help market the game, there are things you can do. It's marketing. Like, obviously, it's a partnership. I don't treat it as like, okay, I'm just going to play and the media has to do everything. Like, it's a partnership. The players can do something and the media can do something. The players and media, y'all come together, make a great partnership. You can help grow the game. That's what I'm saying. That's my thing. But obviously, I'm not going to sway you in this conversation, and you're not going to sway me in this conversation. So, Maurice, do you at least agree with me or not? Or am I just by myself?
I think I'm 50-50. It's 50-50, low key. Like, the media can't do everything, but there are things players can do. Players can do to help themselves.
And one thing is not like have 3 different baby mother, whatever. I ain't gonna tell you.
Yeah.
You do your thing.
The players, they
Keeping
can't.
yourself clean. Yeah, keeping yourself clean off the court. I can agree. Yeah, don't shoot yourself in the foot. Literally.
Yeah, John.
Like, don't do that.
Yeah. And that's what the players are hurting themselves at doing that. They're not having a clean brand at all. Literally, the YNs.
I can agree with you, Jesse. That yes, they can do. When it comes to that, they can keep themselves out of trouble. They can keep themselves to continue being marketable, so we can keep pushing the John Moran. We can keep pushing the Zion without all that outside stuff. But yeah, that's where it stops.
But the best way to market anybody is to compare them to the old players, because then when you compare them to the old players, like let's say LeBron, you bring in the Jordan fans. Now they either hating, and then you get the LeBron fans trying to congratulate, saying he's doing this, and that's where I come in, and I'm in the middle. So I'm
not fair, but that's where the lazy media comes from.
But I'll ask one question then. Why did we've watched more WNBA now? Why did y'all start watching? Like, what did Caitlin Clark do to make you watch, or just pay attention?
Caitlin Clark ain't do a damn thing. I'm
being honest. Didn't do a damn thing, but you know what the media been doing? They've been pushing her ass since damn college.
So you watched the WNBA before Caitlin Clark?
No.
I did.
So
I did.
Did you watch?
But it's the same media though, Jesse. It's ESPN.
You know why I started watching
her, giving
because she got a rival.
Her,
it worked.
I started watching.
She got a rival. It worked. She got a
rival. I was on a hate watch. You know what I mean?
The reason I started watching, the reason that this podcast has a WNBA segment when it comes on is because of Caitlin Clark. It wasn't because of A'ja Wilson, even though she is better than Caitlin Clark. It ain't because of Diana Taurasi. It ain't because of none of those players. It's because of Caitlin Clark. Because she puts butts in seats. Because that's the all-time scorer in the history of the NCAA, and she's shooting threes like Curry. That is the reason why, and that's marketable.
She takes up a majority of that pie of why it is, but I can't negate that people watched Caitlin Clark a lot more was because of the crazy discourse of your Angel Reese, of the rivalries, and all this other stuff that helps. That help. Like I'm saying, like all of that stuff.
That's a story. That's a rivalry. Let's build Angel Reese get drafted. Caitlin Clark.
Look. I'm not disagreeing that it's not a story, but at the same time,
hey Jesse, how long that story been brewing?
That's the same.
This is like what 2023.
How long?
2023.
What year is this?
2025. I mean,
so
keep the story moving.
They've been feeding the monster for that long.
And that's gonna get them more money in their pockets.
The very next season, though, Lou. Like as soon as after she lost and she did that, like the very next season when they played again,
they've been
doing
it before then, boy.
And everybody was watching it. Caitlin won, and I was hyped.
Bits and pieces, boy. I would tell you because you know how they did it. They did it the messy way. They brought up the white woman versus the black woman. That's how they made the story. Let's be honest, because it was night and day how they were covering it. They were doing it from before 2023. They was feeding that monster. They were feeding it from the beginning, and that's how you create a story.
But Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, that's the Magic Johnson, Larry Bird. That's the 80s. This is the version of it. And that's how the NBA got saved.
That little NBA got saved because she by herself. They gave her that little,
I mean, all that really tells me is, because the media didn't change. I'm saying like people like covering it or talking about it. These are the same people. All that really tells me is the media knows how to make a story when they want to. Y'all are capable of making a story. Just dig a little deeper.
You know why they pushed that one?
Just dig a little deeper.
It was money. It was a big cash cow at the end of the road.
It's easy.
Yeah.
It was easy to push.
And it worked.
And it required the media's lazy. Very little
effort. You know how to push a story. When you want to, you know how to push a story. That's all it is.
Yeah, I do agree. I agree the media can do better.
If you selectively do it, I have every right to call you lazy.
Yeah,
But I also think it does
but-
take time, like you said as well. It does
And
take
on top of
time.
that,
It's like-
okay, but what would be SGA? What would be his story though? Like he don't have.
Well, I think it's not yet
Come on,
because I
kid.
think it's like wrestling. WWE like early. We
gotta
went like
like
late '90s, early 2000s, right? Like when they went from WWF to WE type shit. Like it's gonna take time for these. We're gonna have to have rivalries or something. Maybe the Celtics go back and they run it back against, I don't know. Who the fuck
Hopefully
they
the
go against
Lakers.
this year or some shit? I don't know. The
I played
Lakers,
the
whatever.
Mavs last year. Hopefully
Something
they
like
play
that. Yeah.
They not doing too much.
Or we have SGA go to his first finals and they go against, I don't know, Cavs or something. It takes time. We still it's a lot of one-time winners that we have right now. So we need a little bit more
we ain't got no
to
plot.
build. Now the
Josh
media can
Allen
do a little
moment.
bit more, but in the grand scheme of things, we need a little bit more
I don't
winning.
think the media is
Maurice,
trying,
you got
I'm
Maurice.
sorry.
You make a lot of sense. We got no plot. Shea ain't got no plot. There ain't no story with Shea. Like Shea, if he go to finals and
yet.
flop, if he go to finals and
That's
flop,
not
then next
it,
year,
Justin. You know that's not
but
it.
then the next year he go and he win. Like there's something to it. You know what I'm saying? Like this year, we
he
got-
got-
If
You know
you
that's not
losing
it.
too, it can still
What's
work.
his Josh Allen moment? Like, what's his 18? What?
he been here
12
6
seconds?
years. He was 7th season. Like what's his
needs
plot?
Something,
The
bro.
Cavs don't even know
You
about
need
Josh
more.
Allen. But I'm talking
Yeah,
about
Yeah,
they
they
ain't-
impatient.
they're not
Oh my
gonna do it.
God.
You know why they're
Ooh,
not gonna do it? It takes effort and there's a risk. So there's a risk that the story may not even work out. Why I know they're not gonna do it? Because they have a new story now. And they're going to push that because it's
I know
going to give them
Luka,
the max amount of
The
views.
Lakers.
It's going to get them the max
Hell
amount
yeah.
of money all the time.
Hell
And
yeah, they
it
happy for
requires
that.
very
Well,
little
there's no
effort.
risk then. If there's something else, when new stories coming, there's no risk. You just hop onto that. There's no risk to that.
It's a risk. You could have been pushing SGA. He don't become it.
Well, I'm
And-
saying
and
that the risk. I thought you were talking about the risk
Like they did
is
for Zion. Because
I'm saying the risk is you there is
not
no
them
cash.
not pushing.
All the cash cow at the end for every player is not the same. I mean that's just
Right.
the end of it. Like I think what they have done, they have realized over the years when they did put in the effort, what pushed it. It was the big markets and it was the Lakers or something. It was creating a heel. LeBron, the constant
great
comparison to
Mhm.
MJ. The reason why they compare him to MJ, they glaze MJ because they're from that generation, and that's the only way to piss off the older generation. Oh, he ain't, and it starts up controversy, which is Carter our fault too. We like controversy, we like fights and everything like
Yeah,
that.
and
But
that's what's
I
up.
can still call you lazy because you're not putting in no type of effort because you're going to do the same. You're just like Jerry Jones. I've seen it
It's
365
hard
times a year. You're going to constantly do
You're not
the
adapting.
bare
That's
minimum
right.
to get you're the type of player not going to sign your quarterback to the last day of free agency. That is lazy and is trying to steal headlines. That's what you do. So I can still
You're
call
not
it lazy.
adapting to your current. Yeah, you're not
You're not
adapting to your
adapting.
current situation.
And then you complain
That is
about
fair.
it. And then you
Because
get
the
mad.
WNBA still was able to adapt to the current situation. Most of the time, the real if we're gonna be, I watched the WNBA even before Caitlin Clark. The main reason why people didn't watch the WNBA, of course, you had your low rating, but when you did have your Arike Agumbawales and your other players, most of the time, they didn't capitalize from that college March Madness run to rookie year. They dug them on the bench. They weren't having a whole bunch of PT playing time, and then by the time they are on the court, we done already moved on to the next thing. And what they ended up doing with Caitlin Clark was, okay, we have something here. Let's push her. Let's start her. Let's give her all these minutes. Let's continue to push her. And that's what kind of increased the ratings because we're like, okay, this is one of these ones. And I think in the NBA playing field, okay, LeBron is on a decline. Your NBA landscape in the 2010s and the early 2000s is not what it is right now. You don't have a dynasty. You don't have somebody that's winning 2 and 3 championships like Patrick Mahomes. So you have to adapt to what you have to go. You have to adapt. At least change your approach. Do something different. You trying to force
right before MJ, you had a drought period too.
like your approach.
The early
Yeah,
2000s, they call it the
Prime
worst
day
period
when
of
he-
basketball.
They had a
Well,
drop
they-
there when LeBron was with his rookie year, sophomore year, around that time.
The first
It was a drop
the
period,
2000s, early 2000s, it was a terrible year of basketball. They literally named it that.
I mean, in the East, Kobe
Dead
and
ball
Shaq
era
were
or
doing that thing. Kobe and Shaq. But I'll tell you, Cavs and Thunder, if that's the finals, like we'll watch it, and it's gonna be a great basketball. It's gonna be a 7-game series. It's gonna be outstanding. It's gonna be us. It's not gonna be no one else.
For now, I think give it if it happens again next year,
Let it
or
prove.
if
Let it
it's like a three times, maybe I could definitely see and it's all close matchups. I can definitely see it be easy get big ratings.
Yeah, if
But-
Cavs Thunder is a rivalry and is a back and forth for
easy.
years,
But
then yes,
this is
it'll grow.
We too early. We too early into this new NBA.
So we'll see the plot. The
And
plot has
everybody
to
can't be
manifest.
LeBron. Everybody
Nope.
can't be LeBron. Everybody can't
That's
be
what he
year
got.
one and we ready to push you. Sometimes you got to give us something.
Sometime.
Sometimes you got to.
But hey,
gotta
they
hoop
gotta
on
do
the
that.
pussies.
They need to hurry up and do that because LeBron, he's saving it. LeBron and Curry, they saving it right now. They're saving y'all's tail, but boy, when they gone,
They ain't
you
got,
cook.
they ain't got to hurry.
Ain't
Nothing.
nothing-
I'm gonna be honest.
No, because when
They
they
good,
gone and nobody finished nothing, then hey, we all cooked. We gonna watch it, but no one else.
Yep.
John
NBA
definitely not
is-
gonna watch.
Why?
John
Why?
definitely not gonna watch that.
Last thing y'all got left
How funny is
LeBron and
is
Curry.
Jimmy
boy.
buckets. You got
That
Jimmy
wasn't
buckets, and
That's crazy.
Wimby. All of them
Hey,
other. And I thought you was a good guy.
no, I don't know, but hey,
I
John,
think it should
John,
have been.
Ja Morant.
it should have
Ja
been, but
Morant
that boy
boring.
ain't got
I
it.
would
Ja
love
Morant
that.
got it.
Easy.
I'm trying to see who
He
do I
ain't
even
got
like in the NBA.
Ain't nobody.
You like
for real.
Jimmy
So
Butler?
I'm-
I like Jimmy, but
He like
Jason Tatum.
Tyrese.
he on the
like
tail
Tyrese
end though.
Halliburton.
He
Tatum
on
could
the
have been,
tail.
but Twitter hates him.
Nah, I
they
don't
hate
care for
Tatum.
Tatum.
They hate him.
I mean, he did dunk on LeBron that
Hey,
one year.
it
He
got
dunked on
And
Tatum.
that was
a little storyline.
Hey, that could have helped.
It gotta be
Yeah.
Luka in LA, bro. I tell you, because he got a storyline brewing against Dallas and then the Celtics. So it gotta be Luka in LA. That's the only one that got a real
I
storyline.
don't care for Luka like that either. So he beat my
Yeah.
team.
Wimby finna have a great storyline. Wimby finna have a great storyline in like 2-3 years, man.
And you better hope because when LeBron and Curry gone, then the casuals, because everybody LeBron fans, people Laker fans, they like LeBron. Then they go
Yeah.
away. That's a big drop. LeBron fans leave your sport and they got no one to hop
That's how
on to. That's a big drop off.
Okay, they had a drop off when Jordan left. That's just a part. That's
But you
just,
just go
that's
to
just
Kobe.
natural. That's
You got
natural
Kobe and Shaq.
selection. No, but they
Kobe
had a
exists.
they
There was
had
a drop
3 or
off
4 year
because the
period. There was a
Spurs
big
made the
drop.
finals and they were making the finals at
Yes.
the time. But when the Lakers were in there, the Lakers were doing all right. The
Yeah,
drop off
but it
like
took a
happened,
couple
but Kobe
seasons.
and Shaq was still good.
It took a couple
But I
seasons.
get it.
Now you think it's gonna be a 5 or 6 year stretch of it? That's crazy. I don't think it's gonna be that bad.
Hey, maybe I
Giannis
don't
is
know.
still in the league, yo. KD's
don't
still
know,
gonna
man.
be in the league.
They ain't got
You
the
know what
draw,
I mean?
bro. I don't
So-
think they ain't got that draw, bro. It's behind the John Cena's. We need a John Cena, Hulk Hogan out here, bro. We need a draw.
You know what? You know what worked? Because I remember they were already talking about Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum before them breaking up. If they would have broke up in some way and he would have went to like a Western Conference team and they had some type of beef, that would easily help. That's some story they could have had.
And when Russ and Katie got in each other face in that Thunder versus Warriors matchup, and they were yelling, and Katie called them the P word, can't say it fully, but you know what I'm saying. But they're going back and forth. That's television. That's beautiful. I watched the hell out of that game.
Bro,
Listen,
I
mean,
watch
it's-
Trae Young every time he play the Knicks, bro. Like we're gonna be fine. Like y'all tripping.
That's good, but that's not.
That move a little bit. That don't really
that's
move.
not
It moved
good.
a little bit. No,
That's not good enough. I
that
know
moved that moved the needle a little bit.
That ain't just
But,
That be moving it though. I don't care.
That's
It
not
be
good
moving it.
enough.
Like,
I need a draw.
Nah,
You
no,
need
no,
your
no,
Stone
Jesse.
Cold Steve Austin.
Nah, Jesse.
The
nah, 'cause
Rock.
Let Atlanta. Nah,
John
Jesse. Let Atlanta beat New York in the playoff series. Let
If it's
them
the
beat
first
them in
round,
the
ain't nobody
playoff
worry
series.
about
What
that.
happened?
If that's the first round,
Huh?
nobody like. If it's the first round, that's just
Nobody's
whatever.
worried about. All right, look.
No, I mean
Look.
it's people gonna watch it, but it ain't gonna be like,
Look,
oh,
bro.
now the world gonna watch basketball now. Like, yeah, it's cool. Who's Stone Cold? Who the Rock?
Who's Stone Cold? Who the
Who's
Rock?
We need Stone Cold Steve Austin out here. We need a
Bro,
main character.
Wimby is here. Oh my god,
That man
bro,
not
Wimby
playing.
is
We
Stone
early.
Cold.
So we early.
We
saying,
wait,
like,
but
We're still early.
we wait. We'll
Yeah,
wait.
but like I think my
We'll
thing
see.
with Jesse is like you out here
Bro.
like, where's my John Cena? And it's John Cena year
Bro.
one. I'm like, yo, let it build
Bro,
up.
John Cena. These people been in the league for 6 years, but John Cena by year 6 was.
I ain't gonna lie, ain't nobody in the queue. They ain't even trying.
Ain't nobody-
Nobody in the queue.
Nobody
Nobody loading. They just
We
here.
got nobody to develop.
They just forcing Luka.
It is what it is, man.
He gonna have to be the
I mean,
guy.
You know, at least Luka got some type of personality. He be laughing at people and stuff.
and he be
I
catching.
think
he
I
put
think we're
up
gonna look back in this conversation 2 or 3 years from now and be like, yeah, I think we was
I hope.
exaggerating. We got
Hey, I
some
We gotta
hope.
wait
We
until
got
LeBron
some people
retire.
for it.
Because until
But
LeBron
I
here,
don't.
he
I
always
mean, if the NBA fall off, it ain't got nothing to do with me.
That man John.
I'm chilling. I got my football.
That man John said, I'm
Whether
looking
my
forward
team
to it.
good, bad,
At the end of the day, it ain't gonna stop me from watching basketball. Yeah.
And that's fine.
Also here. Same here.
But
the end
the
of the
ratings
day,
will drop.
they
But,
got in,
but they pissed. The ratings will drop, but the niche will be fine. Like the basketball fans, they need the high basketball. Like you love it, you gonna
Hey,
be
y'all
fine.
be
bro.
just
I'm
like
saying.
baseball.
Hey,
Well, look, the NBA not
baseball really
folding
off.
anytime soon. So
They're not
really
going
don't
out
care
of
about the
business,
Jets.
but they are dropping. And I'll tell you,
I don't really
NBC,
care
y'all
about the
can
Raiders
save
no
it.
more. To be honest with you.
NBC, y'all can save it,
over here
bro.
getting fired up by NHL commentator.
We will see, but hey,
Yeah, try harder.
Did that finals move you last year?
nothing moved me last 3 years.
Damn. That's what I'm saying. Like the
It
finals,
moved me a little because
But
the
the Celtics
Celtics.
and Mavs?
Only because of the Celtics.
what about the year before then?
No, that was awful.
No,
Nuggets, he was
no,
Well, I
atrocious.
remember what the fuck the years before was.
Nuggets
Nuggets
Heat.
versus
That's a freaking
Nuggets Heat.
atrocious.
Oh no.
That's atrocious.
And the year before that?
What's the year for that?
They-
Bucks?
You
No,
know
it's
why?
Warriors.
No,
Warriors
didn't nobody
Celtics.
know
There
nobody.
was a story of the Warriors Celtics.
Yeah,
Because
Warriors
Steph Curry got
Celtics
his fourth
solid. You know, that
ring,
moved me a
his
little bit.
fourth his Finals MVP. There's a story. That's why it was
Yeah,
one of the
they
most
relying
had a
on
watched.
little
them.
something to it. They had a little flair.
That was
I'll give
really
you that.
big, really
Yeah.
big. But
Bucks was the Bucks
last-
Suns before that.
Bucks Suns, that was just different. It was cool to
But
see.
the
some
last
different
great
players.
one was definitely Kawhi. That was
Oh, that was no, but that's me just hating. But that's still like, yeah, the Warriors existed, so that makes sense.
that's
as well.
hating.
No, I'm hating because I hate.
Oh, that's
like,
you hating. Oh, okay.
That's me hating because
Yeah,
you just said
that
Warriors.
was
Celtics.
great. That was.
I'm hating because like I hate.
Well, I guess
hate
the
that team.
finals was decent, but the playoff run was great. We had the
Well, everyone-
KD, all of that, whatever.
Everyone, we had a good conversation. Definitely the storytelling bit of the NBA is interesting to talk about always. So, free agency happened. We talked about the first 30 minutes. It's cool. Some good moves happened, but no Saquon Barkley to the Eagles. So we'll see what moves make the impact. And then
The national media can have conversations like this on ESPN. That would easily sell as well. They don't always got to talk about these conversations that we have now. Can easily be things to talk about on ESPN.
Yeah, how we do better.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We'll care
How
about.
they can do better. How they can do better in selling. Are we doing a good job or not?
Try to pull up on Stephen A. if they had this type of conversation. Bro, just think if LeBron could do it, I could do it too. So.
Every time out.
Yeah,
Talk to
these NBA players, LeBron, he may have set something up on his way out.
He said, "Hey, LeBron put his shoes on just like me.
That's funny.
Tie his shoes the same way I tie them."
He set something up on the way out, man. You pulling up on these commentators, man. That's crazy.
Wait, I tell y'all, bro. Yeah, hey, like I said, storytelling for me is what I think about. But yeah, there's some. We obviously agree to disagree. Good amount of like all of us. I kind of agreed and disagreed in all in our different ways. The only people that kind of stood like Greg and Lewis were like 100%, but everyone else like agreed and disagreed like in different ways. So
Yeah.
but hey, that's beautiful of podcasts and debates. So
Shout out to y'all three though. Greg, Jesse, and Lou, all three of y'all, bro. Y'all definitely new media. Without a doubt. Y'all talking about shit that's not just basic shit that we already talked about for the past 10 years.
And it's good to have these kind of dialogues and leave with like, okay, like I see Jesse's
It's
point.
different.
Like there's some points I'm like, oh, like Jesse, I do agree with some of those points.
yeah, and it's good to have these are fresh conversations. And this conversation lasts a good
when
45
you say
minutes.
you agree with some of his points.
I agree with the point with the media could do better. I did agree with that point. Like, that's like 100%. I agree. With trying to call me out there.
I'll be invested.
Shout out to John. He already making the
I was
podcast
just
better.
waiting, bro. I was out, make sure it's a two-way street.
No, yeah, I'm here, man. I agree with Lewis and Greg.
Alright,
You know,
cool.
I agree with some of their points, and agree with some of mine. So, but hey, that's why we do these podcasts. Why we do these opinions, bro. So, hey, I'm definitely excited for the WNBA, so we can have some more of these conversations. I know John might say some wild stuff, but it's all good because we go
change, man.
interesting. We go make sure. Hey, it's easy to talk about. And hey, for more content like this, make sure to like the video. If you like our new media, if you like this new media, we talked about this last week with Smitty and how we could be better. Say. We talking about how the old media could be better today. So if you like this type of content, make sure to like the stream. Make sure to go subscribe to Greg's channel and Lewis's channel. I'll put description. I'll put the link in the description. And yeah, with that, we'll catch you guys on the next live stream next week.
We are.
And we are out of here.
Oh.